All right. Hello there, folks. Happy Friday. Hope your weekend is off to a good start here. We're going to be picking back up with our Civ7 game from last week. This is the second game I've done on live stream. I have a much better idea of what I'm doing in this game as opposed to when I started. The frustrations are still very much real, but I think there is some cool stuff to be messed around with here. And we're going to continue doing our one city challenge. We have many towns, but only one city, as we're playing here with Augustus. A couple things I'll mention. First of all, the stream's a little bit late starting today. That's because we had to take our son Charlie to a doctor's appointment. He's doing really well. Today was his 4-month checkup. He just hit 4 months a couple days ago. So, yeah, good stuff. He's doing great. Had to get some shots. He handled them really, really well, but that's why we're slightly late in getting started. More relevant to what we're doing here today, though, there actually was a new patch that came out for Civ7 between last week's session and this week's session. And, I mean, it didn't change a ton, but it did clean up a number of things. They did a few interface updates. I actually have not played since they released that, which I think came out on Tuesday. It was Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. The single biggest thing that this patch update did is you can now rename towns and cities. Yeah, you can also rename army commanders for what that's worth. But we can finally rename the cities. So I'll be taking some suggestions on renaming, which is good because the generic names are fine. But like part of the fun of doing these games is getting to put in your own names. I have no idea how the game launched without the ability to rename your own cities. It's literally mind-boggling that the game launched and you couldn't rename a city, which is just text replacement. I believe you can rename towns as well. I was using city more generally. I believe you can rename towns as well. Yeah. But like how the game launched without that is just really mind-boggling. Text replacement is like, I am not a programmer, obviously. That's not what I do. I feel like I could code the ability to do text replacement. It's not like there's any voiced dialogue on the city names. It's literally just replace these 10 characters with these 10 characters or whatever. But anyway, that's finally in the game. They did a balance pass. They actually did nerf some of the overpowered stuff. They didn't really buff much of anything. They just nerfed some of the outliers. For instance, the Mayans were well known to be like ridiculously strong on science, so they nerfed them. And supposedly they improved the AI in a couple places. I guess we'll see. I'm a little dubious of that, but maybe. And then apparently there's some interface upgrades, although some of the interface things they did were things that I actually was getting from... I actually have like 1 or 2 interface mods installed, which I normally never do, but... The interface in Civ7 is so bad that I felt the need to go out and grab 1 or 2 interface mods. Like, one of the ones I got was a mod that tells you what the buildings are, because originally when the game launched... Hold on, the game's finally done loading. Okay, and by the way, once again, we got to turn on the yields because that never saves in the same game. Oh, they did add an additional lens here, a trade lens. So now you don't have to have a merchant highlighted to get the trade lens. Interesting. So this one's new. Previously, although, yeah, it's still a little awkward. Previously, you could only see that screen if you had a merchant. Also, this is new, too. So what was there before was you would have the little symbol if the relationship was, like, very positive or very negative, but if it was just in the middle, there would just be nothing here. So in order to see this, you'd have to click on their portrait and then go to... relationship to see the relationship. Now you can just mouse over here, which is nice. That's a nice little feature. Again, would have been nice to be in the game from the beginning, but at least we don't have to do 3 different mouse clicks now to see the relationship. Anyway, interface mod. As I said, when the game launched, if you hovered over a building, it wouldn't tell you what the building was. You would just see the portrait art. So like you'd see the picture of the altar and the picture of the library, and that would be it. Now, maybe some people are really good at reading icons that are like 20 pixels tall, but I certainly couldn't tell all the buildings apart. So, like, I downloaded a mod that would tell you what the buildings were. I think that's now been patched into the base game. Also, it would not tell you how many specialists there were. Because like right here, you can see has 0 of 2 possible specialists. It wouldn't tell you if there was a specialist, and it wouldn't tell you how many specialist slots there were either. So anyway, just like basic stuff that should be in the game. So anyway, they did rework the resources slightly. Now the resources have an icon telling you what type of resource they are. No, I wanted the resource one. So there are different types. There are city resources. They're the ones who have like this little, I don't even know how to describe this. It looks like a puzzle piece almost. And then there's bonus resources that can be assigned to any city. Where's a bonus resource? Here we go. See, this one is like the little starburst. This one is, the city ones can only go to cities. The bonus ones can go to towns as well as cities. Yeah, it's like the little starburst. And then there's empire-wide resources, and they have like a little hexagon on them. So now you can see them on the map. Because like the marble is an empire-wide resource that helps with wonder building. So now that's all identified on the map, and that's pretty nice. And the ones you don't have connected are grayed out, so that's kind of cool too. There's that horse resource that we're apparently never going to connect. And yeah, the ones in the fog or the ones we don't have connected are grayed out. They also changed the unit icons too. It's a little bit more easy to see what units are damaged. I don't know that I love the way this looks graphically, but they did update that. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here. Shalafat, Rienzo, Burninator, Ivan. Have they made Civ 7 an actual working game yet? Not exactly, but they did make some improvements. Let's give them credit. At least they're trying. Okay, so at the end of the last session, what did we do? We set up 2 more cities. We planted one here, and then we dumped one up here. This one was to grab the horses resource that apparently we didn't need to build mounted units. Apparently what we needed to do is just research the wheel tech down here. The reason why we couldn't build chariots is we hadn't unlocked them on the tech tree, not because we lacked horses, which I think I knew that, but I must have forgotten somewhere along the way. Anyway, it says we're about halfway through the age, but we'll probably... the age will probably end sometime around turn 120-ish, because as people start fulfilling the era objectives, that actually adds a lot of era scores. So see how it says like 10 age progression? Like if someone hits this, then that advances the age. So we're definitely not going to get the wonder building one. I don't want to build 7 wonders. I don't care about that. We might build a few more though, just because Carthage is our only city, doesn't really have to worry about production. We're probably not going to get all the codices either, because we don't have enough slots to put all the codexes in, even if we research them. So we'll probably hit 1 point. I don't think we're going to get to the second one. The economic one, I think we're going to hit, even though we only have 1 city. I think we're still going to hit this, which is pretty funny, because this Golden Age option is the one that does the least for us in the next era. And the military one we might hit too. We'd have to conquer 2 more cities. What are we at, 8 out of 10? Yeah, we're at 8 out of 10. If we conquered 2 cities, we would get that. And I am not deliberately provoking war with Persia, but I think there's a decent chance that we're going to end up in a war with Persia. So the 3 leaders, because Ivan asked a question, we have Xerxes, who's the one who dislikes us. We have Isabella, who likes us, as far as I can tell. Oh, she's the one who... We've rejected 3 alliances with her, because I don't want to be in an alliance with these insane AIs. And then Ada Lovelace, we have like neutral relationships. She didn't like it when we had better relations, but then we settled that city on her borders, and she didn't like that particularly much. These other AI... Oh, wait, can we... Is there any chance they fix the ribbon thing, just out of curiosity? Where's the options? Isn't there an options menu? Here we go. Did they, by any chance, fix the ribbons? Always show ribbon yields. Maybe this is actually fixed now? I hope so. We're going to try... Oh, what the... Well, it's so not fixed, we just got to crash the desktop, apparently. Okay. I guess that wasn't fixed. This ribbons thing has just been like my white whale in playing Civ 7. I just want the ribbon yields on. That's all I want. And there's an option that keeps them on the screen, but it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked since the game came out. It just doesn't work. And every attempt I have to try to get this thing to work just like backfires. Either it doesn't function, or apparently that time clicking on the button caused it to crash the desktop. So that's not good. Unfortunately, we have to load the save game file again. But anyway, the way I'm thinking right now is I'm not deliberately going to provoke a war with Xerxes, but I think he's probably going to declare war anyway. So I'm trying to get some units over here to be ready for if he comes after me. It would be good to... we definitely need to research that tech that unlocks the cavalry units next, because I do have a unique unit cav. The big issue is they can only be purchased. You cannot you can't train them. That said, well, we had the description on screen for a second there. They're actually very strong units, is my understanding. I've never played Carthage before today. What are we actually building, by the way? Amphitheater. Okay. Yeah, because we have like an empty build queue here. We might actually want to build some wonders. We might do the Colosseum because this actually does provide a lot of happiness. This one's pretty good. This one sucks. Acts as a fortified district. Again, if we're getting attacked at our capital, we have bigger problems. This one's pretty bad. Gain 200 gold whenever you construct a wonder. I mean, okay, sure, whatever. And then this one, trade routes can't be plundered. All tiles that are adjacent to a coast and eligible for war. This one's pretty bad, too. Now, there is one that's supposed to be pretty good that I heard about. I think the wonders are in the Civics tree. What have I not researched yet? This one's not bad either. Plus 25%. It gives production and it gives extra army commander experience. Plus another army commander. That's not terrible. Mausoleum. Plus 100% yields in HP from pillaging. Militaristic attribute points. Not bad. Any attribute point's pretty decent. But this is still not what I'm looking for. Plus 6 influence on Wei Yang Palace. It's like the gate of something. This one would give us extra codex slots, so that might be useful. It's not Angkor Wat. That one's not very good. What am I missing here? On tropical terrain. Well, we don't have any tropical terrain. It's not that one. This one. This one's good. Gate of all nations. Plus support on all wars. That one's quite good. You get extra war support on every war. That said, I don't know if we're going to spend time going and researching this as a mastery. Because we have others. Because we want to at least get to the +1 settlement limit. Some of you might know I've been writing about this on my website. I played the Civ Fanatics Game of the Month for March, and a bunch of people built this, and it was apparently pretty strong, because getting more support in every war is pretty nice. It's actually been nerfed in the patch that just came out. It was previously +3 support on all wars. Now it's just +2. It's pretty good if you're going to do a lot of warring, because war support's kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, what we were in the process of doing was we were upgrading our income. I think we were working on Matya. We were trying to get buildings at Matya. Yes, I have, I think, half of the unique district done. And I was going to, yeah, I have half of the unique district done. I built the Kothon. We'll get the dockyard next. So we'll rush by that, and then we'll have the unique district done. And this town was trying to grow to the silver resource. We were trying to grow out there. And then we were going to turn it into a urban center. That's what I was working on. Okay, cool. It's an interesting dynamic in terms of, what's this? Okay, that wonder's not very good. Somebody else built it. Okay, more flooding. Somehow this scout is still alive, by the way. I have no idea how. Well, let's try to stay away from that guy at least. Oh yeah, and we're also trying to explore what's over here too. Now, is this a dead end or does this connect? Oh, hello. All right, more barbed galleys. Well, you know, I know they just reworked this. I really don't like how this health bar looks. This health bar looks pretty. It looks like something from a mobile game. It looks pretty cheap. Looks pretty cheap, I have to say. Okay, so Izzy, the age progress actually ticked up there because Izzy got a she built 2 wonders, and so that advanced the era in terms of era progress. Anyway, all right. So yeah, we're mostly healing up, and I do want to continue exploring. I want to see how much further to the west this continent goes. Because, like, we know where the northern AIs have their cities. Oh, by the way, apparently the, whatchamacallit, the tile ribbons did actually get fixed there. Okay, because, like, Ada Lovelace has 3 cities. 1, 2, 3. Izzy has 2. 1, 2. We've already found all of them. Xerxes has 5. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Where his 5th city is a little bit less clear. But clearly his core is right here. So, like, how much further west does this continent go? I'm going to guess not too much further west, but I guess we'll find out. And this ship was coming down here to help defend. Okay, so you are fully healed. You can come back to join the general. Let's have you come here, because then you can pick up that guy next turn. And, yeah, these guys are going to scout what's over here. By the way, I'm holding these galleys in reserve. Oh, by the way, they also updated it, so now by default, some of you might remember, the alert, sleep, disband, the delete keys were hidden behind a separate tab for no clear reason. Now they've updated it so that by default, this is always open, instead of being hidden for, like, no clear reason at all. All right, now I know there's more barbarians up there, but Oh, I can't get up there because there's a... All right, well, let's just swap these 2 units then. Because the slinger can heal faster in the town anyway. I'll probably pay to upgrade that to an archer, but I'm not going to do it just yet. Oh, you've already moved? Okay, never mind then. All right, we don't have quite enough to purchase the second half of the unique district. We need 280. So the resource that I really want, like most of all, is these gold resources. See how it's plus 20% gold towards purchasing buildings? I purchase a lot of buildings, so anywhere on the map that there's the gold tiles, I definitely want that. It's the main reason I dropped a city here, or excuse me, a town or whatever it's called here. I really wanted, I really wanted that gold resource. It's disappointing that there were none anywhere on my starting little continent, but that's the way it works sometimes. I don't understand where there's a separate tab at all. I agree. That doesn't make any sense. Why wasn't this just part of the main... Like, why was this tucked away in the first place? Why wasn't it all just one screen? It doesn't make any sense. It's just bizarre. Anyway, well, there's a galley, barbed galley over here. So, I guess we still have to fight these things. Alright, what did we unlock? Okay, plus 25% gold towards purchasing buildings on coast. That seems extremely specific, but... well, wait a minute. This actually does help us if we were gonna rush by the Kothon, the unique district, because that always goes on coast. Okay. Let's see if that's better than anything that we have. It's probably better than this, honestly. I don't love the various policy options I have. I don't think I think it's better than this because I am purchasing these, and that'll carry over into the next era too. Along with this, this is actually pretty nice too. Not that I have a lot of fishing or farming towns, but we should probably set up a mining town somewhere too where we have good production. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that better than the extra influence. Okay. So now we get to assign more resources. I mean, this is actually doesn't do anything if I'm not training units, so that's why I have this unassigned, and I'm not really training units. And I think the gold actually also provides more benefit not being assigned. But you know what? This is so silly. Let's just do this anyway. We're going to get the milestone. So now we've gotten the Silk Roads milestone. We have 20 resources assigned. Look at this capital. This is really dumb. There we go. With our double... How many resources is this? The interface doesn't even have room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 resources. 16 of them in the capital. And then these can't go in any of the other towns. Like, I'd love to slot this into Hadramentum, but it's a city resource, so it can't go in there, unfortunately. All right, now that, of course, ticks up the era. It ticked up the era about 5% because we finished that. All right, now we can purchase this. Dockyard, and yeah, it did shave. It shaved like 40 gold off the purchase price, so that's not bad or anything. All right, where is it? Place here to complete the Punic port. Boom, there we go. All right, so now we've got that. What does our unique district do again when we complete it? Increases the number of resources. Okay, well that's better for the capital than it is for our other cities. Still not bad though. Still not bad. Okay, so now what's the next city we want to try to start dumping stuff into, like our money into? Okay, what are you connected to, just out of curiosity? Oh, by the way, we can rename these, right? Yeah, we can rename these. Guys, start give me some suggestions for names, because Hadramentum, Matya, and Hippo. Well, Hippo I kind of like as a name, but we can finally rename these now. So why this feature wasn't in the base game, I have no idea. But okay, narrative choice. Enter a celebration or +1 pop. I mean, well, we could work another. We could get another. Are we in a celebration right now? Oh, 61 turns to the next. I think this might be a good time for a celebration. Boom. Okay. So that means we get to another social policy. Where are policies? Wait. Didn't we just enter... shouldn't the celebration give us an extra policy slot? Oh, we have to choose it first. Okay. Well, we definitely take the extra food, because this applies to towns. This only applies in our one city. So there we go. All right, there we go. So the question of should we have the oratory or the gallows is we're just going to take both of them, apparently. And now we'll get the extra food in these. So that's nice. Shell thought, was that a suggestion to rename one of these to We Have Writing? I couldn't tell. All right, so here's the question. What do we want to do with this what do we want to do with this one? So, okay. We have writing. Let's do this one first. We have... Well, it looks like we can't do capital or lowercase letters, but there is enough space for... We have writing. No... So what do we want to do with this one? Because it looks like it has a decent amount of food. Now the problem is, if we turn this into a fishing town, it would just send all its food to a connected city. But here's the problem: there's no city that it's connected to. We can see the connections. By the way, I believe the base game does not let you see what it's connected to. So it's connected to these 3 towns. Wait, Sabraton. Where's Sabraton? What the heck is that? Oh, this one up. Okay, so it's connected to this. But see, none of these are cities. So turning it into like a food town wouldn't do anything, unfortunately. I guess it's probably just another urban center because there's nowhere to send the food if it becomes a fishing town. Mining town, I don't think we have this specialized to it. But like, I've already taken farms here, so it doesn't really make sense to turn this into doesn't really make sense to turn this into a like mining town. And the local terrain's not good for a mining town anyway either. How did I end up with this one? Well, I sailed it all the way up here. I wanted to make sure I had at least 1 horse resource. Although apparently I didn't need that many horse resources. But anyway, yeah, I guess I can grab these and give one of these to the capital or something. So yeah, colonizing up there. No, it's not a mod. There's I should be clear. There's a patch that came out this week that finally added that in. Okay, well, I think that the only thing that makes sense is to turn this into another city that does city specialization, the urban one. So out of the tiles that we can grow onto, we probably should grow onto a production tile, I suppose. Well, hold on. If we want to, what buildings do we need to rush by? So what do we already have in here? We're playing this across. We have the city hall and a granary, and that's it. Okay, so we have quarry, 2 farms, 2 plantations. Okay. Yes, this would actually be a pretty good to turn into either number 1 a city, but if we can't turn it into a city, then a fishing town. So we definitely want the ageless buildings in here. We'll make sure we get all the ageless buildings in, and the fishing key. Okay, yeah, I think this just specializes as a normal town. And in that case, I mean, are there any other resources to grab? I think we already grabbed all the resources. Okay. All right, well, then I guess we just take the tile that has the best yield, which is probably the 2 food, 1 production. I don't think the 2 production tile's better, honestly. It's probably the best we can do here. Okay. All right, over here now. This is a more interesting question. So we definitely should grab this ivory resource. Although this is a pretty... Oh, never mind. There's a redwood forest. Well, we should grab this first and then go grab the redwood forest. Interesting. Good yields there. We'll grab the ivory for right now, because that gives us an empire-wide benefit. And then I have to think about what I want to do with this one long-term. I mean, most of my towns are probably going to get the... Well, okay, I understand. I can't change it right now, because it's not big enough. Most of them are probably going to get urban center, because I need to generate science, and it's kind of one of the few ways I can do that. Rename our city to the Eternal City? Sure. Eternal City. Pink dot up here. Sure, works for me. I do wish that they had capital and lowercase letters, which they do not right now. You can rename cities now, finally. Okay, civics. What do we want in terms of the civic tree? All right, so we were grabbing some of the stuff from our unique tree. Let's see here. Cheaper. I mean, this is okay, but it's not. Well, actually, we said the +1 range to naval units was actually pretty good, because then my 1-tile ships become 2-tile ships. +1 codex slot in city halls and towns. So I guess this is a way. If we ever do get a whole bunch of codexes we can't slot in, we could actually do this. But then we'd have to use the trade output focus, which kind of stinks. So probably that's not that useful. How about the main civics tree? I think we'd like to get over to the +1 settlement limit. That's like the other thing I care about in the tree. This one Nalanda is not terrible either, because it gives a scientific attribute point, which is not bad, and has codex slots. That's not bad, so that's a possibility to go for. And it gives a codex as well. +1 gold for each imported resource. I mean, if we really wanted to be silly with Carthage, we could build the Colossus for even more, even more slots. But I don't think that but these last two civics are pretty expensive. +1 science from specialists is nice. But, like, I don't know that we really need any of this stuff that badly. And these are all really expensive. All this stuff's really expensive. We can get a lot of extra resource capacity if we go all the way down here. I think let's just go for the extra settlement limit. We're going to need that. Because we're already not looking so hot on happiness, let's be honest. Okay, I already did the resources. I already did the resource thing. Oh, did the lines have breaks? I think it looked like that before. I don't think that it... Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, no, you're right. There were not holes here before. All right, so we'll head through tactics, which doesn't really do anything. I might actually build terracotta army though, so that's not a waste either. I think you're right. Okay, let me see if I can put spaces in this, because we have writing will look better with spaces in it, I think. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better. Alrighty, over here. Now, is there just one isolated one? Oh, I can't. Okay, that's right. I can't move there. Let's just go ahead and start attacking, because we're going to have to get rid of this. Okay, well, we got a bad combat roll there. But this ship will be fully healed next turn and can come over and help out. Looks like we're going to have to clear that out if we want to move forward. Okay. Silver, which is also pretty good for us, by the way. Can we reach that? 1, 2, 3. No, we can't reach that from here. Remember, silver's good because we're going to be rush buying units eventually, too, down the road. All right, well, let's have you hop in, the Army Commander. And that archer's still healing, but let's at least move in this direction. Okay, you are just going to hang out here. Main goal is for you just to protect this. Oh, while we're here, we might as well explore this little corner. Somehow this scout is still alive, by the way. Hey, dear. Well, that's where that barb settlement is. And it looks like we've reached the western coast up here. Okay. We'll see how much longer we can keep this Spore Scout alive. And what is this, Archer? Yeah, we're just going to keep exploring what we can up here. All right, so we've gotten some of our cities named. If you can think of other stuff that you want, then just let me know, everybody. Yeah, and we'll focus on Hippo. Oh, you know what? Well, the other thing I can do is I can purchase a building here at Matya on this tile, and then that would allow me to grab this. Then I'd get a chance to assign another tile. I could grab this one, and then on city growth, we could grab the silver. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait to specialize it until it gets to size 16. What is Mastaba? What the heck? This is, I can't even build this. This is not a, I can't even build this. This is not a Carthage building. Yeah, this is a Greek building here, and this is someone else's building. I think this is Persia's building, so I have no idea why that's showing up in my list here. So I think the only thing I could build is the amphitheater, and I don't know if I get enough gold to purchase an amphitheater here before the borders expand anyway. I guess we'll find out. Mastaba should be Egyptian. I wonder if that means Egypt's in this game somewhere. Okay, Xerxes built one of the worst wonders in the game. Good for him. Okay, so what do we get? Extra influence on the amphitheater. Extra science on amphitheater. Okay, well, this is really straightforward. We need science by far the most. So we'll take the plus science on amphitheater. Just because that's what we need. And did I just finish it here? I think I just finished it here. Okay. Well, now what do we build? We're kind of out of stuff to build. What are we research? Oh, we're researching navigation. That gives us more stuff to build. Oh, Egypt is in the game. It's ruled by Isabella. Good call. Okay. As I said, this I actually think could be worth building. Because plus we are going to need happiness. So this will be +2 happiness on any quarter we build for the rest of the game. One downside is I do have a limited number of tiles I can build on. Like, it's not infinite. Looks like this is the best spot, by the way. Unfortunately, I have a lot of water tiles, and there's what you can build on water tiles is more limited. But I think we should do this. Is there a way to lock leaders to appropriate civs? Not in the base game. Someone may have modded it, but not in the base game. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look to build this. This will give us some extra happiness. And it's not like we have anything else to do right now in the capital. And plus, it even gives us a little extra production. Where is that amphitheater that I built, by the way? Just curious. Barracks, blacksmith. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Two beakers and 4 culture. All right. So you... I think what we'd like to do is get your resource tiles connected. So why don't we grab this, which will also give you some extra food for the moment. Rename Hippo to Peninsula of Power. I like it. I don't know if we have room for all that. It does look like that. Okay, it looks like it does fit. The shorthand for that is Pinop. This is from the original Final Fantasy, by the way. It actually does look like the Peninsula of Power. There's some of you probably know this already, but just to explain the reference, there is a one small portion in the original Final Fantasy where the monster encounter zone is miscoded, and you actually get the encounters from over by Lefine, which is a very, very late portion of the game, and you can actually access it like right away. We can help you out, Xerxes, shooting at that barbarian. So you can. There's all sorts of strategies where you can get there much, much sooner than you're supposed to get there, and abuse it for like crazy early experience. I've done it with. I have rarely made use of it, but I did actually with one of my characters. One of the solo reports I had ended up making a fair bit of use of it. All right, well, let's keep going. For the moment, you're still alive. I don't know how much longer you're gonna last, but for now, we'll keep scouting you out. Yeah, this game heavily borrows from Humankind. I don't know why, because Humankind was not a particularly successful game. But yeah, it definitely does. Now, you know, there's room for a I was going to say there's room for a somewhat decent city over here, but probably not worth tying up one of my limited settlement slots on that. We already have quite a bit of... We're already suffering some unhappiness. And Xerxes is probably going to come after us sooner rather than later. And I'd like to take some of his cities if that happens. Okay, yeah, that's right. He built that really crummy wonder. Here comes our merchant. So he does have a decent number of units over there. Open borders. Okay, well, I don't need open borders with her. Milestone for... Okay, so he got an expansion. I was going to say he must have dropped another city, which he did. He's now up to 6. Oh, interesting. The end of the continent comes to an end right there. Interesting. So we're going to put you to sleep for right now. This unit's mostly up here just in case somebody tries to attack. Okay, so you should be able to finish this off. There we go. And you need to go over here and heal. Army Commander, I'm going to have you heal as well because this archer took some damage. Oh, well, I guess we can see where he put down the new city. Oh, wait, no. Bactria has it. Wait, what? I swear these borders were not there last turn. Wait, what the heck? Why can't we move there? Oh, well. Well, it looks like that's as far as we're going to get over here for the time being, from what I can tell. Looks like that's as far as we're going to make it. All right. So this city... Oh, it looks like I will have just enough to rush by that amphitheater. And then, like I said, it'll have to go on this tile. Okay, I should have enough next turn to rush by that, right? Because it is 450. Oh, no, I'm going to be just short. Oh, well. Unless I could somehow get money from someone, but I don't think I can. Looks like I'm going to be 1 tile short. Well, there's... The way that Civ7's map generation works is there's another continent out there somewhere that has the remaining AI leaders on it. Scout, it was nice knowing you. There was no... Even if I ran back here, this barb unit could still chase over here and kill the scout, so I think that's as far as we can get. It also doesn't look like I can sail around here, unless I could get open borders with Xerxes, who's going to reject them. By the way, we do have a decent amount of influence, so I don't know if there's anything we can do with that. We could try to improve relations with one of them. We could try to improve... This would let us form another trade route. Is it worthwhile to get a second trade route with one of these two? Let's see. Izzy would give us... Oh, Izzy would give us a gold resource. That would be pretty decent. Oh, wait. No. Wait a minute. I already have a gold resource going to her. I already have a trade route, a merchant en route to her. So that's not going to do anything. I mean, I could get an additional trade route with Xerxes, but it doesn't seem that valuable. I don't think it's worthwhile paying to try. The others are all out of range. And her, apparently, we need to improve our trade relations. And we already have, yeah, we already have our... It should tell me what the resources would be. Well, I can probably see on the map. Capua and Ostia, do they have any resources I'd want? Let's see. Not really. Not really. Yeah. Probably not worthwhile paying influence for that then. Oh, we could do the farmer's market, though, with Izzy. We get extra food in our towns. Let's try that. She accepted it, okay. Sure, wait. Wait, we have two of these going at the same time? That's okay. Well, we didn't have much else to use influence on. Okay. So how does this include where all the food's coming from? Oh, okay. Yeah, 5 food per turn. Okay. Well, not dramatic or anything. How does conquest? Do we have to burn everything? No, we can capture things as much as we want because anything you capture is a town, not a city. So we can capture as much as we want. Well, this is interesting that my merchants can apparently go in his territory even without open borders. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get that trade route set up. Now we have even more resources. Okay, the bonus resources we can slot in. This one is production and happiness. Put it in. We have writing. Why not? And then a cotton. Nice. Put that in. We need to think of a name for Matya. Matya is a good... It's one of our better towns right now. Narrative choice. Oh! Okay. Just a free economic attribute point. Okay. Now, apparently there's like a document somewhere that lists the various criteria you have to do to get these narrative choices, which is like really annoying because it's not spelled out in-game and like you have to use external resources. But like if you're really trying to min-max the game, apparently you should be like following this list of stuff that's never explained in-game, which is really, really, really annoying. But that's my understanding. Anyway, we get an economic point. So some of these are... So the one we want is this. 15% towards purchasing in all settlements. That's absolutely insane. I don't think we need more resource capacity. That's not really much of an issue. This one is probably better. +1 gold on resources in towns. This is probably better than this for every imported resource. Although maybe we'll do... I don't know. Maybe this will be the game we really abuse trade routes. You know, I think both of these are pretty mediocre, and this is where I'm headed towards. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to be on the left side or the right side of this tech tree. I haven't said if you really want to min-max, you have to know and read stuff which is not explained in-game. I thought you didn't want to stream TFT. Yeah. You know what? Let's do the trade route thing, just because I haven't really explored that in the gameplay yet. I mean, we're going to take this next, because that's insanely good for us, because everything we do is rush by. But, okay. What's this narrative choice? +1 movement on merchants, or... Okay, I'd rather just have the migrant. This is just +1 pop. I don't need extra movement on merchants. Just give me the extra pop point. So, a migrant, you can join any settlement, but obviously it's way better to do in my capital than any of the other cities. Now, here's a problem with the migrant. Notice, so we can grow onto any of these tiles. Notice how they don't show their tile yields? Yeah, so like we can figure it out by highlighting them, but we don't actually see the yields. All right, now these water tiles are not especially good, but I think the 4-1 is definitely the best we can do. So let's just go ahead and grab that. Oh, that wasn't even I thought that was a water tile. It's actually a farm. Okay. It was actually a farm. Also, we're apparently getting 124 food per turn, so, okay. Oh, cool. Lock ATTR clamped happiness deficit. Cool. Good stuff. But yeah, the connected towns are sending us a lot of food. So this one here, Utica is sending food. We have writing is sending. And then Matya is probably going to send it as well. Yeah, Matya is going to send as well just as soon as we specialize this. Oh, but apparently all that food caused Matya to grow one tile sooner. So one turn sooner. So, okay. Yeah, there's no building I can purchase that's going to allow me to get over here. We'll just have to let Matya grow one extra size. All right. By the way, I said this before. If anyone has a name for Matya, I would like to rename that one. So I guess that I should just start buying buildings at Peninsula of Power then. All right, yeah. So Matya, we want to get down to this resource. So unfortunately now we have to wait 21 more turns. Well, whatever. It'll get there. Okay. So let's have you grab this pearls tile. And I think we'll take the jade. I think we'll run the pearls over the jade. So we actually do need happiness there. Yeah, that was only worth 1 gold per turn. And it's worth 1 gold per turn when not assigned as well. That almost got us out of unhappiness. So we do actually get a little happiness from this. Mott's applesauce. Done. No, I like the longer Mott's. I don't think we can put a... Oh, we can. Oh, man. It does fit. Yeah, apparently Civ 6 and Civ 7 have much longer naming conventions than Civ 4. Civ 4 has a relatively short limit on how long... Oh, there's a Barb City right here. You know, we could try befriending this one. We don't have to kill every single Barb City. But that would take... we'd just kill the Barb City. So the thing is, in order to do that, we'd have to... If I click on it here, so we'd have to invest 170 influence, and then we'd have to wait 30 turns. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's too late in the era. Because at best, we'd have to wait until about turn 120, and the era is going to be ending right around then, so it's not worth it. So we'll just burn this down for 100 culture. Some of the AIs probably don't like that, because a bunch of them don't like it when you kill city-states, but just have to live with it. Okay, somehow our scout is still alive, so I don't understand that, but we're going to keep going until we actually do get killed. Alright, Slinger, you can jump in here. And, alright, well, I'm relatively... Let's just move back a tile here. And this archer can come back too. So these guys are just chilling until there's a war, which there might be, and there might not be. We'll see. But we got some gold burning a hole in our pocket, so let's put that to good use, shall we? All right, let's get our Punic port. This looks like a great spot for it. And we'll get the dockyard next, like literally on the next turn. And then we'll work on getting the other buildings. Peninsula of Power doesn't need to grow any further. It's just there's no reason to turn it into a specialized town until we have the buildings in place. Rename Oyat to Jamestown. You got it. No, Phoenicia? Okay. I hope I can spell that right. Phoenicia. I hope that that's correct. Yeah, I mean, the game is just like more interesting when we can rename the cities. It really is. All right, so we're still building this wonder. We're about to finish this. I might just build the next wonder after this, honestly. We got more barb ships to kill. Alrighty. Extra production. Yeah, I think the terracotta army is probably worth building. I'm not slotting this in because I'm not trading them. Alright. Grow town. Okay. Now, are there any other resources I want to grab? I would dearly love this. Is this in range? 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's 1 tile out of range. Okay. So that's not possible. Okay, so we need to think about what we want to do with this city. It is extremely high on food, very low on production right now. Is it actually 34 food per turn? I hate that this... Yeah, apparently it is 34 food per turn. Extremely high on food. It's probably just the urban focus again, right? Because, like, mining town's not going to make sense here. It could be a trade outpost. Maybe. Because it does give it... Because there are some resources here. Right? How many resources do we have at this city? 1, 2, 3. Maybe a trade town. But it doesn't seem like that there's much of a need to keep grabbing food tiles here. 4 of the... Oh, yes, the fish and the fish under here. So there's 4 of them. That's a decent amount. Yeah, that's a decent amount of tiles. So that might not be bad because it would give us... Yeah, and now I don't suppose that this is connected back to the capital, no. It's only connected to we have writing. Okay. Yeah, that probably makes the most sense to each resource. Because that would give us another 8 happiness, which is not nothing. I think I like that. And it also gives us a chance to just test something else out. Give us extra trade route range over here. Because we are moving traders around. This guy's trying to make it up to Izzy's capital. Hopefully not dying to barbarians along the way. Alright, well somehow this guy's still alive, so... I'm going to keep moving him as long as I can. Looks like there's still a little room up. Okay, that's a lot of units up there. Xerxes has a lot of units. Yeah, I'm not super eager to tangle with him. Now, that said... There's not a ton of space over here, so if he tried to attack us, he probably would have to advance into a field of fire. But yeah, let's, do we want to just specialize Phoenicia right now? I don't see that there's much point in growing this city further. Like, what would it, I don't know, it is growing relatively fast. But I don't think that there's much point in grabbing more food tiles. I guess that's the long-winded end of this, is there's not much point in grabbing more food tiles. It already has a ridiculous amount of food. We should probably just grab this. I'm just curious if I just want to specialize it right now, or let it grow onto, like, what does growing onto more tiles do? I can grow onto a food tile that would let it, so like I can invest food into growing onto a tile that gives it more food. That's just like running in place on a treadmill. No, it's probably better just to specialize it right away. Let's give this a try and see. So it put the extra happiness on the tile itself. Okay, so now we definitely do have a little more happiness. That's cool. Alright, and over here we have an obvious choice. We have these redwood forest tiles. This tile's... Why does this one have... Why is there culture on this tile? I don't quite understand that, but I'm not complaining. I don't quite understand that, but let's grab these redwood tiles, because these are really good tiles. Okay, that gave us more happiness too. Alrighty, well our culture output's coming along nicely. Let's go grab that extra settlement limit. Once we have that, we could probably drop another city, but as I said, I'm kind of looking to maybe get a city or two from Xerxes. Just because, like, this is a really nice spot. And this, I said this before, this city is not defendable from an attack by sea. This spot is extremely vulnerable to assault by sea. Plus, we could always, well, once we don't have the right tech yet, but once we have this tech, we can train some ballistas, which are the building that's really good against... districts, fortified districts. Does he have any fortified districts? I don't think he's fortified any of them yet either. So this city is extremely vulnerable to being attacked. Ada Lovelace changed our relationship to what? Well, it was neutral. I think it stayed at neutral. Okay. Back to friendly again. She'll probably ask for another alliance soon. We can see if Xerxes will give us open borders. I doubt he will. Yep. At least we're forcing him to spend influence. He's rejected open borders multiple times, but at least we're getting him to waste his influence on rejecting our open borders. Alright, I'm going to have you chill here for right now, because I don't want to start fighting until this galley's healed. At least we're clearing out barbarians. Yeah, change relationship status is this Facebook. Also, Ada Lovelace put another city down, so she's finally settling. I mean, I don't know why she... I guess that's not... You know, this looks awful. It's not quite as bad as it looks because in Civ 7, tundra tiles are not actually that bad. And it has a hide tile, which is a good tile in this game. So it's not quite as bad as it looks, but still, it's not exactly great or anything. But yeah, if we can get these final tiles scouted out with this scout before it dies, I'll be pretty content. All right, you're going to go back in with the army commander. We're still ahead in science, except apparently Izzy has a ton of culture. I don't know how she's getting all that culture, but apparently she's getting it. And we have a cultural exchange going with her. Renamed Utica to Farvella. Okay, wait. Do I have a city of Utica? Where is... Oh, down here. Yes. What is this thing? Oh, this is a wonder. Gotcha. Plus culture and food on fishing boats. That must be placed on grassland or tropical and adjacent to coast. Okay. I don't know if I want to tie up a slot on this. Okay, well, we'll be able to build the... oh, wow, we can build an 8 gold lighthouse. Nice. That's very nice. But I don't know if I want to put it on the same tile as the ageless fishing key. Isn't there an ageless building in the next era that also goes in the water? I might actually put this on this tile because I don't want to put it with an ageless building and muck that up. Oh, what's this? Your galley was it? Oh, we got attacked anyway. Okay. Well, that's fine. 47. Wait, how much damage did we take? I don't think he can do 47 damage in one turn. I don't think. So I'll just hold here for a turn. And then this can come out and relieve on the following turn. Why are lighthouses ageless? Good question. Okay, we wanted to pick this up. It also lets us build a villa, which is not terrible either. Oh, and I have all this... You know, I meant to go spend this money last turn at Peninsula of Power, and I didn't. Well, let's go ahead and finish the unique quarter. Place here to complete the Punic port. There we go. And then next up is the... Let's get the brickyard, I guess. Yeah. Brickyard, saw pit. Brickyard is apparently the better of the two. What do we have on this tile? Okay, we have an ageless granary on that tile. Well, that's fine. We can double it. We want to double up the ageless buildings together. So we'll do that. This is causing our gold income to go up pretty steadily. And then next we'll drop the saw pit on the city center tile. Yeah. I have more resource capacity here in Peninsula of Power Town, but I can't use those city resources there. And you're gonna hop in the army. Also, I forgot to do the renaming, so let me come down here. And we wanted Farvella. If that's a reference, I'm afraid I don't know that one. Okay. Oh, I forgot I can have the archer help shoot this thing. Okay, this archer is also going to come over here. Oh, I don't know how you're still alive, buddy, but I am not complaining. We'll have you reveal more territory next turn. Cool. I guess I should just specialize this right now to urban center, because we did complete some quarters. And it's not like growing is going to do anything here. Okay, so that gets us a little bit more. So we have a finished quarter there, a finished quarter here, and we're about to complete a quarter on this tile. And then we'll probably start working on Phoenicia next after that. It's a massive slum in Rio. Isn't that favela? I thought that was favela without an R. I could be totally wrong, though. So we finished the wonder. We actually get some points for the next era. This is also going to be worth a decent amount of happiness because every completed... By the way, I love the Colosseum popping up in the tundra here. Every time we complete a quarter in the home city, the only city, the eternal city, we get extra happiness. So that'll scale reasonably well throughout the game. Like, this wonder actually doesn't suck. Yeah, now we have a lot of happiness. Okay. With that, plus the settlement limit about to increase, we should probably... Well, either look to... we should probably look to expand, but as I said, I think that the best place to expand is to go through Xerxes here. What I can do is I can... once I have this tech done, the wheel, I can rush by some units in here, in, like, Phoenicia. That's probably the best thing to do. Apparently it has no R's at all. Yeah, I thought it was like favela or favela. Okay, well, it's time for you to get out of here. Go heal. And you're going to come take its place. Yeah, good to see the people of Rome celebrating with fireworks. To be fair, though, fireworks... It's not like fireworks are a modern thing. Fireworks have been around for a long time. In China... Oh, okay, well, we found the city of Xerxes is over here. Alright, well, you can, as I said, come over here and help me. Woo! There we go. So now we'll have that finished up next turn. These galleys over here could actually help If we were gonna go to war with Persia, we'd try to snipe these two cities. Oh wow, he's got another settler up here. Wait, how can we see this again? Do we have a merchant? Is this where our merchant is? Yes. This is where our merchant is. I was like, how the heck can we see this? Yes, we're trying to get up to Izzy. Look, by the way, did you see the route the pathfinding took to go here? It's a little hard to tell. Do you see where the route do you see the route the AI pathfinding is selecting? Yeah, AI, I'm not gonna go on that route, okay? AI. Oh, we apparently got a camel's resource. Okay, because the AI connected it over there. All right, let's go get this sugar resource, shall we? Unfortunately, none of these tiles are especially great, but we can work in that direction, so... All right. Can I unassign... Wait, I want to unassign one of these resources. Game? Can I unassign one of these? Game? It's not letting me unassign a resource. Is the game bugging out because I have 16 resources? Hey game, can we unassign a resource here? Oh, I see. New slot. Okay. We have to acquire another resource in order to change that. Okay, I see. It's not letting me change it. All right. So as I said, I'm going to put the lighthouse here because I want to save this for another ageless water. Let me just double check on that. I'm reasonably sure there's another ageless water building in the next era that I can pair that up with. Civ7 building. I'm just going to Google this. It's the easiest way to do this. All right. List of buildings. Exploration age. Where's the tag for ageless? Well, apparently this resource, does this list ageless or not? Type, does it say ageless? Okay, I'm looking at a reference here. It apparently doesn't list if they're ageless or not. Great. I'll put it on screen so you can see it. Hold on. I'm looking at this reference here, and unfortunately it doesn't seem to say... Oh, wait, maybe it says warehouse instead. Is that what it says? Because that's another way of saying... Okay, warehouse is another thing of saying that. All right, so... I love that there's a scroll bar here. All right, warehouse, so... let's see. Wait. List of buildings. Oh, I don't have the name on here. Okay. I love that there's a scroll bar on this, so we have to scroll back and forth. Okay. So gristmill is for food. Let's see. Warehouse production. River. Sawmills for river production down here. Stonecutter. Wharf. Is the wharf the one I'm thinking of? Oh my god, so many scroll bars. No, the wharf is apparently not ageless. Doesn't look like it. Any of these other ones are? Okay, armor, bank, bazaar, dungeon, gristmill, hospital, inn, medieval bridge. No, that's not ageless. The name even says it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, the shipyard? Is it the shipyard I'm thinking of? No. Shipyard apparently not ageless. Okay. No, I guess I'm wrong. Okay. I guess it's not an option then. Okay. I guess I'm wrong here. Okay, so we'll just put the lighthouse here then. So this will obsolete in the next era, but it doesn't sound like there's anything. We can just build over it in the next era then. Okay. That'll get us some additional gold income. All right, back up here to Peninsula of Power. So we were going to put the saw pit on the city center tile. This makes it a quarter. And then we get extra... I love that. Specialized town feeding 0 cities. It's feeding 0 cities. But we do get +1 culture and +1 science for doing that. Okay, next up, we'll drop the monument next, because that gives us influence and culture. And then I need the altar as well. I'll pair that with the altar, because the altar also gives us +1 science on completed quarters. So I guess I'll do the altar next. Anyway, so our gold income is steadily climbing as we keep rush buying things. Constantly rush buying things. Otherwise, we're just kind of chilling here. Isabella apparently got some codices. So our era meter is very slowly ticking up, in part because I'm not finishing the era stuff too quickly. Okay, it looks like we got attacked It looks like we got attacked, and then the barb thing died in the process. Anyway, so you guys can heal. If we do end up going to war with Xerxes, I'll definitely upgrade all these units. But for now, there's not really any reason to. You're fine right there. You can just chill. Kind of some sleepy turns here for the most part. Okay. You can start crossing the water here then. Apparently that ended all my movements. Okay, well, we'll get there soon enough. We will end up getting there. At least we got Xerxes scouted out really well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got another settler en route. Oh, by the way, the ribbons, they bugged out again. Did it turn them back on? No, no, it did not. It's just never going to be fixed, is it? It's just never going to be fixed. But yeah, I would be expanding right now, except that I'm planning on using my expansions on probably going after Xerxes. Okay, here we go. All right. This is now just getting ridiculous. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put all of our jade resources next to each other just because we can. All right. Let's get all those jades sorted. I've never seen anything like that. Wait, what? Why is it? Okay. Apparently it's just putting them back in order, not next to each other. Okay. Sure, why not? Why not? Sure. Oh, now they're actually not even bad anymore. Because now I actually have gold generation coming in from that lighthouse. So now it's 15%, 15%, 15%, 15%. Yeah. Okay, I gotta screenshot this again. This is absurd. This is 20 resources in one city. That's 20 resources. Yeah, we got our gold income popped up too. Okay, so let's get the altar. Okay, now if we want to, we can move a farm to a different tile, which we probably should, because we'd rather move a farm to a production tile, because the city doesn't grow anymore. So food is basically pointless. But if we move this farm over to this tile, then we'd get some production and gold out of it. So let's do that, shall we? Convert the farm. And then now, as I said, we'll grab this tile instead. Oh, or we could grab this. No, this tile's probably better. There we go. Plus we have the possibility of grabbing that down the road. And then now we just want to get the monument to pair with it to complete the quarter. Yeah, our science is starting to tick up a little bit. Like I am getting, what is it? 2 beakers, 1 culture from this district that doesn't have any science-producing buildings, so that's not terrible. It gives us something. The agenda has been changed yet again. Okay, buddy. Farmer's market targeting you has completed. Cultural exchange has completed. Okay. Let's see if she'll accept this. All right, excellent. So that gets us our culture back up again. And flooding. Okay. Oh, now we gotta pay to repair stupid stuff. Okay. Is that the only thing? Okay, that's all. Well, our income is starting to look pretty solid considering we have 1 city. Oh, and now the ribbons are back again. Okay. Sorry. I can't get over how ridiculous this is. Okay. All right, this wonder sucks. I don't want this wonder. Trade routes cannot be plundered. Okay, sure, whatever. All right. Now, the question is, do we want to build anything? I mean, I could build a colonist, but as I said, I kind of want to take that away from Xerxes. The problem is getting over there is going to take forever. What was it? There was a wonder I was targeting, but I probably don't have any tiles that qualify for it. This one here, terracotta army, must be placed on grassland. I must not have any grassland tiles. You wouldn't think that that's much of a requirement, but apparently all I have is tundra tiles, so I can't build that. I don't know if I love the requirements for what wonders you can build and what ones you can't. It seems a little bit silly, but okay, I guess we can't build that one. We don't have any grassland tiles. We're just all tundra over here, apparently. So, okay. I guess. Or whatever. Alrighty, so, okay. What do we build then? I guess we can do a research initiative. As I said, the units I most want to build are siege units and maybe some Numidians, but the siege units are incredibly slow, and I don't have either of them unlocked yet. I guess we just do a research initiative for 3 turns. 25. Oh, this is actually going to give us a lot of science, by the way. We have 76 production, so if we get 25% of that, it's 19 more beakers per turn. There we go. Ah, 89 science. Okay. Well, that'll help. Okay. AI still seems very determined to run right next to the barbs. Why don't we just go this way? Or can we not? Oh, is it because we can't go that way? Oh, there's no passage through here? Oh, that's why. There's no passage through here. Okay. Let's hope that maybe Xerxes archers can shield us. Okay, I guess that's why it keeps doing this. Is there's no there's like no path through. Okay, can we move there? Yeah, the Grand Canyon apparently plus this row of mountains apparently completely blocks movement, so we have to go around. I think Xerxes will get us. I mean, we can move like here and then around this way. It's very rough terrain, but I don't want that unit to die, so I'm willing to take it a little bit slower. Excuse me. All right, you can just heal up. You are still somehow alive. There's another settler heading out. Xerxes, he's one of like the few AI leaders that seems to be really good at expanding. He always is one of the AI leaders pushing settlements, as opposed apparently Izzy just doesn't want to expand in this game. Now his science and culture rates are pretty sad, but like he's still hanging in there. All right, so now we're gonna get this. And I'm probably gonna have like all of my buildings cash rushed by the time. We should probably build a villa too. Not so much for the happiness, but for the influence is kind of nice. All right. Well, apparently I have to finish this cultural exchange. All right. So what do we want to go for? What's the next objective here? Let's see. We could go for arena, which gives us more happiness. I don't know that we need that much happiness right now, though. We could go for the academy. We probably should get this. Also, Pyramid of the Sun is really good. +2 culture on all quarters in this settlement. That's a legitimately good wonder. And it scales well as the game goes on. We could also try. Let's see if any of the masteries are useful. +1. I mean, this is okay. Actually, well, hold on. This would apply to all the stuff that we're putting in our towns as well. All the sawmills and whatnot. I think this is relatively cheap, too. How expensive is that? Yeah, this is only 2 turns, so that's not bad. +1 gold on gold buildings and a codex. We don't have a ton of gold buildings, but it would apply to all of our... This isn't that bad either. This one's pretty... +1 2 production. But I'm only putting military buildings in. Eternal City is the only one with military buildings, so that's not as valuable. +1 movement for siege. That actually lets them get to their target and not take forever. And if we wanted codexes, we could get that. +1 food on food buildings, but that's a more expensive tech. This one lets us build the ancient bridges, but I don't really have a lot of good spots for ancient bridges. +1 culture on culture buildings is not bad either. Again, a lot of these stuffs are not that bad, but I think the academy would actually help us get through the era. I'm going to take masonry too because it's super cheap, and we'll knock that out, and that'll line up well with Eternal City. And then I think I do want to get this because I actually would like to build Pyramid of the Sun. Must be placed on flat terrain adjacent to a district. Okay, well, we have tiles that qualify for that, so that's not a problem. +3 combat ship for strength for ships. Yeah, that's also something we could, if we need it, we could always go that route too. All right, let's just keep exploring what's down here. All right, yeah, Xerxes seems to have a lot of units, but they also seem to be up here. Is he at war with any of these, by the way? Well, he doesn't like Ada Lovelace either. Doesn't seem to like her much. All right, I'm going to continue staying well away from the Barb City. And now we have enough money that we can purchase this monument to complete this quarter with the altar. There we go. I actually have decent influence. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, I might want... do I want to... I mean, I might as well purchase this just because it's ageless. And like it'll last... And it's also pretty cheap. Might as well put it on the 2. So we're basically done here at Peninsula of Power. It doesn't need Doesn't need any more buildings. What's it actually getting? So like this is a good example of like a town that's fully built out at the moment. 27 food, so 20. Okay, so it's actually generating a lot of gold. 20 production per turn, that all becomes gold. The 19 gold per turn becomes gold. And then 12 beakers, 5 culture. Also slight negative happiness. It's a shame that I can't get the happiness up a little bit more. Although wait, I'm about to increase my settlement limit. That'll get out of negative unhappiness, because that actually does hurt the yields. Because like see that there's a negative penalty when you're on unhappiness. See, it doesn't. I'm not too deeply on unhappiness, but it does hurt a little bit. Correct. Ageless means that when the age changes, they don't get downgraded. Things that don't have that tag, all their yields get downgraded when the age shifts. Okay. So next up, we'll start cash buying stuff in Phoenicia, starting with the Punic port, and then we'll go from there. And by the time I have all the buildings in place in these two cities, we'll probably be just about ready to upgrade all our units and maybe take the fight to Xerxes. Because I think I don't think this is going to be a fast era transition, from what I've been able to see. And like it's not going to roll on like turn 100 or something, which can happen. Ada Lovelace has become the suzerain of a city-state. Where was that? Does it show me where that is? Oh, apparently it's deep up there where I didn't even see. All right, so we're gonna keep grabbing these redwood tiles. Too bad I can't grab this ivory. I mean, the bonus is wonder production, so it's not super valuable, but still. All right, I guess that's everything that I can see. As we continue very slowly making our way up here. That was a fast turn. Well, we have 150 gold per turn income. That's pretty good for the ancient era. So, Phoenicia, you're next. I can't quite afford these. I could afford... the brickyard is worth 4 gold per turn for me, so we might as well do that. Drop that somewhere. We'll compare that with the granary. That completes a quarter. Slowly ticking up that income. This is obviously all a lot slower than if you're just building cities. This is obviously kind of a silly variant, but I'm enjoying it. Ada Lovelace is important historical personage. Just, again, feels like a strange fit for the game. I described it this way, I think, when I did one of my first streams on Civ7. It would be a little bit, it's like if one of the France's leaders in this game was like Claude Monet. It's like, okay, I mean, you know, famous artist, obviously influential, but like when I think of France, I don't think of like Claude Monet being the leader. It's just kind of weird. I don't quite get it. I don't really understand. So, yeah, just one of those things you're kind of like, what? Just strange. So technically there are still some great people in the game, but only a handful of civs have them, and they're like really weird and janky in terms of how you build them. Okay, so Isabella had an open markets. Okay, I'm hoping the AI would... I would like it if the AI would request some of this stuff with me again. It's like, hey guys, I have the influence. I would like it if you'd like make some of these endeavors, like try to like propose stuff. Okay, let's go for math so we can get that academy again. It is expensive, but why not? Okay, so we will build the villa. Apparently we can one turn it. Well, this seems like a good enough spot. It also lets us complete a quarter with the amphitheater. Boom. Yeah, that seems good. Easy enough to do. All right, this galley is back. Let's get these galleys up here, or the ones that are healed at least. They can just hang out here next to Bactria. Okay, you, Archer, can chill. Actually, I meant to put you to sleep, but oh well. That's a lot of units. Again, a lot of units. A lot of immortals. What do the immortals do? Again, you would think that by highlighting an immortal it would tell you what their ability is, but no, that's not how the game works. What do they specifically do? Immortal. Heals 15 HP after killing it. Okay, it's a melee unit, and it heals after killing an enemy unit. Okay. That could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, it says... Oh, apparently we can... Oh, we can go through here? Okay. Alright, well, we'll be there next turn. This is like the longest trade route, but we'll finally be there next turn. Yeah, only a couple of civs get the ability to do great people. And they're not really very useful in my experience. All right, so yeah, we're just kind of chugging along here, ticking away. Grow town. All right, let's get that resource. That's a good resource. Pink dot up. Oh, hello. What's this? Okay, let's hold off on rush buying anything. That's a lot of that's. I see some units up here. You know, I wasn't expecting pink dot to be what might get focused. You ship. This is why I've got a galley here. If y'all start coming in, let's just actually upgrade this right now, just preemptively, because I do have the tier 3 ship. Yeah, if you try to come in through here, I'm gonna smack you, and I can rush by units in here. Okay. Extra happiness. I think we probably just want the gold. Yeah, I think we just want the gold here. I don't really care about turns to the next celebration. Let's just take the 200 gold. All right, if he comes across the border here, I'm prepared to start upgrading my units. I'll hold off on this. I'm gonna hold off on rush buying anything because I might have to start rush upgrading units. And this scout is like as dead as can possibly be if a war breaks out. But he's done his job. He's actually managed to explore. And hey, we finally got this trade route. It's like the world's longest trade route. Have 3 naval trade routes. Okay, well, you can go ahead and assign that to the capital, I suppose, just to make this 25 resource. Or is this? No, 21 resources in the capital right now. Wei Yang Palace. Okay. Oh, we already finished that. Okay. Was there something I wanted to build here? No, this was just to get the +1 settlement limit. Okay. Well, whatever. Conscription actually is probably worth running. That policy that's going to unlock, because I do have a decent number of units. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get some of these ballistas, which is going to take absolutely forever. But if we build them now, you know what? They'll move faster in the water. I'll build a pair of these. They'll move faster in the water. We just have to dump them in the water and have them sail. Town specialization available. Okay, so this is a town where I could consider specializing. But let's again hold off. In theory, we could make this a fort town if we really had to. But yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. Let's hold off for right now and just leave it on growth focus. Okay, so you guys are both healed. Maybe I should have held them for upgrades. Oh, well. They're fine. Put you here just in case I need you next turn. Alrighty. I'm just like... By the way, he dropped another city, too. He just dropped one up here. I could, by the way, start befriending this, but again, it's too late in the era for that to be worthwhile. All right, well, let's see if you're actually trying to launch an attack here or not. This is my, like, make your move, buddy. Okay, yes. I would love to get some additional gold income in exchange for influence I'm not currently using. Excellent. Okay. Well, he didn't attack this turn. I kind of thought he was going to attack. By the way, also, we also saw Ada drop the city here. Apparently, Izzy is just not going to expand at all. Just sitting on the 2 cities, apparently. But I do appreciate getting the chance to explore all of Xerxes' territory. Where is this flooding? Okay, not us, thankfully. Alrighty. Yep, you're fine here for the moment. You can go back to sleep. Alrighty. You can go back to sleep too. Although, actually, I think I want to just upgrade this slinger while I can. But slingers are not very good units. Now at least they're all upgraded. By the way, how much does it cost to purchase a Numidian? Just out of curiosity. Is it more expensive? How expensive is that? Do I not have enough money for that? 360. Wow. Okay. +1 combat strength for each unique city resource assigned to your capital. That's probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 resources I think I have. Something like that. Well, that seems pretty good. Something like that. That said, I don't know that I want to keep... I do need to upgrade a whole lot of units if I do end up... And I do want to continue buying stuff in Phoenicia. But... So what did I purchase? You know what? Let's get the Kothon. We have a really strong Kothon here. Let's just go ahead and do that because that upgrades our income too. All right, so we got the +1 settlement limit, and I do want the conscription. I think that's better. I have enough influence. I have enough yeah, I'm up to 190 gold per turn. Okay, so what do we still want? We should probably... We should get this now, the +1 range to naval units. We should definitely get this. That's quite good. Extra movement and sight on cap units. But I think this is skippable. I don't think that that's really that necessary. What else should we target here? So is this useful? No, not really. +2 food in all settlements is no good. Gate of Wars might be worth going for. We'll see. I'll see if I have time for that. I don't think that that's that valuable. This does not seem very valuable either. The Nalanda might be useful as a wonder. I might focus on that. Now the Colossus... we can get... The Colossus goes in water, so this would not be terrible to either because we actually have a bunch... We have like excess water slots where we can build stuff, so that wouldn't be terrible. We definitely don't need this, and we definitely... don't need this either. Okay, so maybe we do go for this Gate of All Nations just because it's a useful wonder. I might pick this up too just for the Colossus because I wouldn't mind building that wonder either. Yeah, extra resources and settlements. I mean, at this point I don't even know that I have slots for resources. I don't know that I have room for all that stuff. Okay, Ada Lovelace is back to friendly. That's good. Okay, so yeah, they're okay. What is it? You know what we should do? We'll just go back to research initiative. Why not? Help us get these techs faster. I mean, that boosts us up to 96 production or beakers per turn. All right, so how fast do they move on? Okay, they only move 2 tiles per turn on water. Okay, thought they moved a little faster than that, but we can at least start you moving over here. Because I think that's about... I think it's about 6 or 7 turns until I would want to... I think that's about the time I'd want to move after Xerxes. It's going to take me a few turns to upgrade all the units I have. Our goal would be to take these 2 cities if we could. Alright. Let's finish that unique district here. Where is it? Place here to... I always look for that. One thing I really do not like... I don't like it that there's no like shading on the map to tell you which tile completes the unique district. It should be like red or orange or gold. The only like these both have green. They both have green shading. So you have to look for the text that says place here to complete the unique quarter, which is super annoying that you like have to look for that. Yeah, Phoenicia. So what else do we need here? We want the altar and the monument. And that's it. Okay, after I get the altar and monument, let's start upgrading units. We'll just put our money towards upgrades. Because we do need to spend a couple hundred for that. But the good news is I do have enough. Alright, I have no idea how you are still alive, but you are still alive. You've done absolutely amazing work. Also, note that we lost the ribbon yields yet again. Anyway, we have tons of happiness now that we're out from the penalty, so we could definitely absorb territory. So let's start working towards that. As I said, let's target like 4 or 5... Oh, now he's starting to build fortifications. Okay. There we got that +1 range naval units. I don't need to change policies. All right, like I said, there wasn't a lot I really wanted to get in the tree at this point. I I guess we'll just go for that Gate of All Nations, because it should be relatively cheap to get the mastery there. Right? Is it this one? No, it's this one, Discipline, yeah. Well, we do have, just to be clear for not spam bot, settlement is the term for either town or city, just as like a FYI. So we do have a lot of settlement. Anything that says like do this for a settlement, we actually do have a lot of them. Okay, so Phoenicia. We'd love it if we could pave over a farm and turn it into a production tile. So let's do that. We can pave over this farm, because we don't need more food here. And let's grab this tile that has production and culture on it. Or maybe this one down here. Yeah, maybe this one down here. Because that will actually expand our borders out. An additional tile. Okay. So we're going to get the monument and double up with the altar we just finished. Or the altar. And then I think we've got all the buildings we need here. And then, as I said, we'll just start upgrading. Someone completed a milestone for Silk Road. Okay, that's an unmet player. So it's one of the 2 AIs on the other continent. Okay. So what do we need to upgrade? We need these 3 ships. And is that it? Is that the only things I need to... I thought I had a lot of stuff to upgrade, but I think it might just be these 3 ships. And then I can just rush by Numidians, which I would definitely want at least a couple of them. It's kind of bizarre that my scout managed to get like on the other side of Xerxes' territory. He went all the way up here, ran through this territory. There's the city-state that Ada befriended. Came down here, ran through this little narrow corridor, and somehow has managed to scout like all of Xerxes' territories. He has three of his settlements are cities. Ada has 2 cities. Izzy only has the 1 city. You can tell it's where their little faces are what they've converted into a city. I, of course, could have had many, many more cities. Don't we have a warrior? Oh, do we have we have a warrior to upgrade. You're right. In the army. That's right. That's right. This guy can upgrade to... Yeah. Okay. Good call. Yeah, we pretty much did scout out just about everything. Now, Xerxes has built... Oh, he built that... he built like the game's most useless wonder, except now we're going to have to conquer that. But the good news is, again, it's very vulnerable to attack by the sea. Extremely vulnerable to attack by sea. Oh, that was it. We didn't have anything else to do this turn. Okay, well, that was a fast turn. So the monument doubles up with the altar. There we go. And hey, I mean, we're up to... Granted, this is being boosted by building science in our capital, but we are up to 100 science per turn with 1 city. Not bad. And then our upgrades are going to cost, yeah, 160. That's a not an inexpensive upgrade. Okay. And we have our ballistas very, very slowly moving forward. They only move 1 tile per turn by default. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we still have the policies we want. Now I need to go for something else. Let's go for the Colossus. Oh, wait, I have to research citizenship first, don't I? Okay. For whatever reason, the late game civics always feel like they're much more expensive than the late game techs. Yeah, once again, the Navy has to save the day, indeed. All right. Wow, this is a 3-turn build? Okay. 3 turns. Sure. Build over a woodcutter. Okay. That means we'll get a chance to put down another... You know what? I'm wondering if it's worthwhile to start putting down specialists. I think it is. Because we have enough... Like, what does grabbing a food tile do? We already have tons of food coming in from the city, from like the various stuff we're... from like our various food towns we're connected to. I think it makes more sense to start grabbing specialists. Oh, this one is, and what we really need is, well, we actually have a lot of options here. But I think that we need science and culture the most, probably. But this has production on it. Man, I don't think I can turn down the production. That's, I gotta take the production. Okay, because we still get science and culture there anyway. All right, little scout. Somehow you've almost made us back to our territory. But yeah, let's go start upgrading you guys. One upgrade. Dude, these ships are going to be really nasty. Well, it says they still only have 2 range. I thought they gained +1 range when we researched that. I'm not crazy, right? Didn't we research this? +1 range to naval units? Maybe it takes a turn to kick in. Shouldn't they have 3 range now? Oh no, now they have 2. Oh, they have 2 range now. Previously they had 1 range. Okay, never mind. Previously they had 1 range. No, I don't have to equip the Civic. I don't. That wasn't that No, if it has the plus sign, it's an innate benefit. If it has the plus sign, it's innate. The little feather thing is a policy, but the plus sign means you get it innately. So I think they had 1 range before, and now they have 2 range, if I understand that correctly. Okay, there we go. Those units are kind of expensive. I wonder if I should slot in the policy. Not that... That's correct. Where's the policy option? I wonder if I should slot in the -1 gold maintenance for naval units. I'm wondering. Because I might slot that in for this, because I'm probably not going to be purchasing buildings on coast in the immediate future. What's this? Has changed your relationship. Okay. Yeah, you can just chill there for right now. Okay, well, I think we're going to upgrade this warrior, and then I think we're just about ready to go here, because I don't want to wait too long. We already upgraded all... I probably need... Yeah, I need 1 turn to move these units up. And then I'm probably going to use my income to rush buy some Numidians out of this town here. Quinquereme is both a civic and a policy. Yeah, a little sloppy there. Also, having Gate of All Nations means we'll start with 2 war score. This is the first time I've built this. As I said, seems pretty good, getting war support for all of your wars. Interesting. This is a wonder I'm not familiar with. It looks like it's like Babylonian or Sumerian, something like that, based on the art style. Something like that. All right. Well, we could build ancient walls. We don't need that. We're not building this wonder. We'll just go back to the research initiative, which takes us up to 100 beakers per turn. Yeah. Okay. And that lasts 3 turns, and math takes 3 turns. Okay. So let's move you guys up so you're a little bit closer. Skip your turn. Why is the animation so slow? Alright, skip turn. I've got you up there. Warrior becomes spear. Alright. Next turn we're gonna move up. You guys are mostly gonna try to hold the west here. The you two I can't upgrade, but I can have you help hold the west here too. You guys are going to move up. You can probably move here. And these ships, these guys... That's the fastest I can get you. I'd like to land these guys like over here if I can, because then they could shoot there and shoot there. Okay. Alright. We're going to try to rush by those Numidians, which are extremely strong units. That will, I believe, end our trade route with Xerxes for understandable reasons. Ada Lovelace ran a trade route to Pink Dot. Cool. More gold per turn is A-okay with me. Alright, let's dial up Xerxes. Our relationship's bad enough that we will get a formal war. And not a surprise war. Yep. Formal war. Yeah, we were very subtle, weren't we? Okay, now we have quite a bit of influence, so let's actually support our war. There we go. Another point. And Ada Lovelace really likes us now. War against mutual. Oh, is Xerxes at war with her too? No, hostile. Maybe we can try to get a closer relationship. Form alliance. She's not at war with anyone else, is she? Maybe we can try to... Let's give this a try, shall we? She's really not... She's not very strong right now. Okay, so we have a formal alliance now. So we can send gold. Okay, we don't want to do that. Let's do the farmer's market. Okay, supported. Cool. Okay, so we spent some influence there. Allied. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to join her. If she starts a war, I have to join her war. But I don't think she's going to start a war with Izzy at the moment. Narrative choices. We can get some extra galleys. Or 2 migrants. What do we want to do with this? Let's see. Roman and Carthaginian waters will know peace. Oh, this is because we signed an alliance with Ada Lovelace, who's Rome, and we're Carthage. Even though I'm playing as Augustus, I'm Carthage. I mean, I could just take the 2 galleys and upgrade both of them. That wouldn't be bad, because he has a lot of stuff that's very vulnerable from the sea. Plus 2 galleys seems pretty good here. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I don't think he could stop me from... I don't think he can stop me at sea already. It is funny that I'd be, like, totally dominant at sea. Now, that said, the other choices are another tradition slot. Okay, we don't really need that. Or we could do 2... This would give us an extra policy slot that we could use for a tradition. Or, the 2 migrants would increase the size of Rome, or Eternal City. It's technically Carthage, but we're playing as Rome, and we've named it. This would give us 2 more... But I think I still like the 2 galleys. Alrighty, yeah. Let's go. It's gonna take them... Now, they do pop up back here, unfortunately, but... Alright, might as well start getting you upgraded. You can upgrade while passing through my waters back there. Because they're gonna have to cross through this area here, too. Okay. Let's see what we got. 1, 2... We can coastal raid, but coastal raid actually you can use to heal you. Okay, so let's see, we'll move you up to here. Oh, that's a lot. Maybe I don't need these. Maybe I'm not going to need these ballistas. Traditionally, when you're at war, if you're trying to capture territory, you need ballistas to get through the defenses. We might not need that here. I did not realize how strong these Queen Kareems are. Kind of annihilating the city defenses. Now we will have to capture this, but it's not like this could stop us, right? I think we lost some of our resources, but whatever. All right, let's start moving our dudes up. I'll unload them. I think starting next turn, I'll unload. Alright, up here, you're still on alert. You can shoot units trying to come for pink dot. Did I already move you? No. Well, we'll keep trying to move you guys up. Now, we know he has a whole bunch of units. Oh, my scout. Ah, that's right. We've got our galleys that can do stuff, too. Ooh, there's a navigable river here. Nice. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, these guys can hit from an extra tile away. Normally the naval units can only hit 1 tile away. That's right. Okay. Well, we're tearing through him pretty quickly. Foolish Sula thinking the army can hold a candle to the navy. Indeed. Can scouts take towns? Well, I don't know if they can, but one thing I do know is that ships can take towns. So I don't really need the scout. I'm going to send the scout to go heal. All right, we know he has a bunch of units. The problem is naval units are really strong in this game. So anything that can be hit from the sea, I think he's gonna have some trouble. And we'll focus on, oh wow. Okay, so remember how we've talked about how the AI is not always the best when it comes to making tactical decisions? Yeah, yeah, so he decided to sail this out into the water. Yeah, okay. So that happened. That was maybe not the best tile to move on to. Put the spear here. Is that a water tile? Well, anyway, I can't remember. I can't tell. Okay. Oh. Apparently we can't fire at the... I don't want to move any further forward because I can't see what's up there. Let's move you here. This will help us get some more vision, too. Let's take out those. Okay. Oh, that did a lot less damage, but... As I said, I expect these galleys will have to retreat and go heal at some point. But their job's not really to take this city. Their job is mostly just to be really annoying. You cannot move in. Yeah, you already used up one of your 2 movement points. So, okay. Let's unload you here. I always unload them manually because I don't trust the AI. And the last one I'll hold in reserve here. Okay, let's go ahead and... Army Commander, where are you? Focus fire. Coordinator, focus fire. There we go. Can you capture this? I can't really... Well, you know what? Well, hold on. We have another bombardment to use here. Alright, well... Okay, so we took that. Now the problem is we have to go occupy this tile, too. We have to go take Dur, whatever it's called. But I don't think that's going to take too long. Especially because I've got these ballistas rolling in. Okay, you're still the one that's... You're the one that's still a galley. Yeah, naval power is kind of OP in this game. I'm content to have this archer stand here, as I said, instead of running forward a tile, where you'll probably just get shot at. I just don't... I mean, it's not that, like... Not that, like, I'm saying the Navy shouldn't be strong. Okay, someone's opposing my war. Probably Izzy must have spent influence to oppose it, probably. And she just got a milestone, so she must have built another one. Did she build? She built a second wonder. Okay. I mean, I think we're going to get try to get Pyramid of the Sun, which is also a quite good wonder. Oh, no, she built that one that's really quite bad. But my goal is just to take this city and this city. And we'll just see how far we can. We'll just see how far we can get. I know he has a bunch of units. All right, there he comes. Okay, where did these units come from? Okay, well, all right. Well, there goes my ballista. Wasn't expecting that. Where did those units come from? They weren't there last turn. Okay, that's fine. I mean, obviously, I would have preferred not to have lost the unit, but siege units are not the strongest. All right, now can we shoot from here? Yes. Can we shoot from here? Yes. Let's focus on killing this unit in the back first. We'll just have to be a little bit more careful about our naval landings. You need to stay here because I have to continue holding this district, or the AI can just... Oh, no, actually, I can move another unit in there, can't I? This is a vegetated tile, so if I move here, I lose my movement, unfortunately. Can I attack this guy? Yes. Is that worth doing? Probably. But I think I still have to move up anyway. It's either that or... And I think I still have to move up anyway, even though it ends my turn. Somewhat annoyingly. Alright. You. Pew pew. I think the army commander I want to move up here too. And then this archer has to move up to here. Which is the best I can do. We're going to continue trying to kill these units that are moving in. Think that those immortals might be a narrative event. That's also possible. This ballista, I will wait to land until it's a little bit safer. But we should be able to kill this guy in like a turn or so. With me just smacking him from the sea. And then I'll just be able to land and shoot away in peace. Alright, let's grab that other redwood tile. Now, I'm less certain about what I want to grab here. I think I got all the resources at pink dot, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We could grab these tiles here. We also have, by the way, quite a bit of money. So we could start rush buying something if we want. You know what we should do? We should get a Numidian, right? Let's just get one of these. Because I'm curious. I want to see like how strong this unit is. Does it tell me what the unit strength is? Hold on. We can... Here we go. Yep, plus 8 unique city resources, so it's strength 39. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Up here at Pink Dot, though, as I said, we probably just will do another urban town long term. So, as far as growing this, I kind of want to push the borders out a little further to the northwest because there's this city that's really close here from Ada that I might want to burn down long term. Really, really close. I'd like to make sure I have control of more of those tiles. Okay, so we finished math. We should probably go for what were some of the options here? You can always get more codices. You could always go for the tier 3 units. But I don't know that we really need the tier 3 units that badly. I mean, I only have 1 Numidian cav. I have 1 spear. So, like, this isn't really that strong of an upgrade for me. Could always try to get future tech. That's actually pretty nice. I guess that would be the large thing is the wildcard attribute point's pretty nice. Let's see what else we can get, though. Maybe get this. The +1 movement for siege units would be decent. +2 production on military buildings. +1. Let's take this. +1 gold on gold buildings. We have a lot of gold buildings. It's not like that's an expensive tech. We kind of have everything we need now. Oh, she built Pyramid of the Sun. Oh, wasn't that the one I was going to build? Oh, I think that's the one. Oh, no. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Wait a minute. I just finished. Oh, yeah. That's the one I was going to go for. She built Pyramid of the Sun? Wow. Does she have an innate... Oh, does she have an innate ability to build that from Egypt? Is this like in Egypt's civics tree? Because I don't think she has enough science to get up there. By the way, she has a lot of culture, I guess, from building that. I didn't think she had enough science to get all the way this deep into the tech tree. That must be the building that Egypt gets. Maybe I'm wrong. Also apparently building Angkor Wat. She has a lot of wonders in her territory. Anyway, but yes, you guys are right. The Numidians are made for snowballing because the more territory they get, the more resources you get. Isn't that just the pyramid? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not right. Okay. So we can get a lot of science here. Let's see. Should probably build over this farm. I don't have much interest in the farm tile. We'll just re-grab another farm tile. So there you go. You got the farm tile right back again. All right. And our little scout, who's still alive. Go heal, scout. Okay, yes, let's hit this guy. Yeah, that was worthwhile to do, especially because it's an archer. Okay, you I need to upgrade, but I already spent my money for this turn on that Numidian purchase, so whoops. Can't do that. I have to get it next turn. That's fine. I can go doot and upgrade here. Ah, that's a shame. That was so I guess she did actually make it that deep on the tech tree. That's a shame. That's a wonder I wanted to go after, and it's a good one. Oh well, sometimes the AI gets wonders. Okay, well he is continuing to spam out those immortals over there. You know, as much as I made fun of this wonder, it actually is the only reason why we haven't already captured this city. Alright, now that said, that ended our turn. What the heck? I did not think that was going to end my turn. Okay, that's annoying. I guess we have to go for this guy because he's further forward. We might actually be able to kill this guy. Keep working on him then. Yeah, he's spamming the immortals out, isn't he? Unfortunately, this archer now needs to back up and heal, because this unit will die if it gets hit again. Good news is I do have this Numidian that can now get up here. Although apparently crossing over this is really slow, unfortunately. Some rough terrain here. Alright, I wanted to come over here. Oh man, there's another one of these guys? Okay. A lot of immortals. Like, a lot. Now, the AI did stupidly put one of them in the water, but I actually do need these galleys that are, like, on their way up here. I actually need their attacks. Oh my god, I can't... I can only move 2 tiles because this Isabella Scout is in the way. Great. Good job there. Alright, I mean, we should hit this guy because he's in the water and he's so easy to damage. That's as far as you can get for the turn. Okay, yes, naval attack. I guess that's the only tile. Fortunately, we have just enough movement to keep getting attacks on all these units. Okay. I mean, we're working on that. Alright. Now, I don't really want to move you here because you're just going to get attacked and take a whole bunch of damage. Can we move you here? I think I can move here and then attack because, like, this is just flat desert. Because I'd rather have you on this tile. Okay. Alright. So this archer's going to take a hit, but it'll let us eliminate that. And then I can finally get these archers out next turn. I didn't think they were going to lose all their movement moving across this river and then into the city, but apparently they did. Alright, and now this ballista should now be safe to move to this tile at least. Yeah, this should be safe on this tile. I think. Because I'd like to have it start shooting at this. I'm going to wait one more turn. I'd like to use this unit, but I'm afraid it's just going to die instantly. Cultural exchange with Ada Lovelace is completed. Can we do a new one? There we go. Okay. Alright. I mean, we're definitely making progress. This archer's going to take a hit. This archer might die. I think it survives with, like, redlined, but I guess we'll find out. I will be able to pop it in the... Alright, where's this? Oh, this guy here. Why don't you... Jeez, you're not in a very useful spot either, are you? We're just conga lining across this one tile. But, like, the alternative was moving here, where I can't shoot and I can just get attacked, which is not useful. Rename Malith to Scout Town? Sure. But I think we should have this captured relatively soon. Yeah, that's what I thought. A unit literally just popped out of the barracks and then attacked. He is absolutely spamming the ever-loving daylight. So this is one of the problems with Civ. Wait, what? She's attacking me? What the? Are you serious? Weren't we just on good relations like last turn? What the heck? Okay, so anyway, this is one of the problems with Civ 8. Or Civ 7. Units are too cheap. They are way too cheap. So what happens is, when you're attacking the AI, they can just spam. And because everything is 1 unit per tile, you can't build a stack. So it makes it really hard attacking. Because, like, he is building an immortal every turn. And it just makes it hard because your supply lines are really long, but their supply lines are non-existent. He's literally pumping a unit out every turn. Now, I guess what I should have done is I should have run over to the barracks and pillaged it immediately, but I did not know he was going to pop a unit out, as I said, every turn. Didn't know that was going to happen. Well, live and learn. So, like, the archer that was in here, it was at full health. Now it's at 5 HP. And apparently he gets all kinds of insane combat bonuses here. So this is one of the things I really don't like. The spam ability. Like, look, he's spamming a unit out of every city every turn because they're just so cheap. And, like, I can do the same thing, right? Like, look. Archer, 1 turn. Ballista, 1 turn. Quadrireme, 1 turn. Spearman, 1 turn. The units are too cheap to build. They're just too cheap. So if someone attacks me, I can do the same thing. 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn. And they're operating on supply lines. Like, whoever's attacking has supply lines that are ridiculously long. Whereas the defender can just spam and spam and spam and spam and spam. It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb. So, yeah. Also, Izzy attacking us is pretty obnoxious. I mean, she doesn't even have any cities close to me. But for what it's worth, Ada Lovelace will now come to my rescue. Well, so this means Izzy and Ada will now be fighting. But anyway, I mean, you can say, like, it's good. Yeah, and I only have 1 production line because I'm 1 city challenge. But I can rush by units, which I guess I'm going to have to do. But, like, you get the idea. It's just every single turn he's spamming out a unit. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill this unit. And then we're going to pillage that tile, which I think... Oh, can I not reach that tile from here? Do have 2 range. I thought we could reach that tile. Okay. I don't think I can get... Can I get another shot on that? The ballista is not... If we go over here, can we shoot that tile? What's the terrain here? This is flat grassland. We should be able to shoot over that. Yeah. I think we can. Oh, great. Requires movement. Cool, thanks, game. So apparently you can only use pillage if you're full movement. So, like, I'm killing a unit every turn, if not more than 1. But unfortunately that doesn't seem to be enough right now. Yeah, I'm glad I took the option for additional galleys over there. So yeah, I'm trying to burn down the barracks. I don't know if... I don't even know exactly what the deal is. Obviously, we don't want to attack that. Yeah, that's a waste of time. I'm pretty sure this unit's going to die. Now, the good news is I finally have my Great General over here, or whatever it's called, so I can start popping units out. So there's an archer... Oh, I don't know why that suddenly popped up. There's a 5 HP archer here. You should 100% go back in the Great General, because you are very injured. I can pop this archer out, so I can at least get another shot off. And then this guy can move in to the city. This archer is also probably going to die, but I can at least force the AI to waste an attack on killing it. Or I might as well get a shot off. It's probably more valuable. That did not do much damage. Did not do a lot of damage. This guy can at least get back in our territory. Eventually. I really wish that there were some roads over here. This terrain is quite rough. Anyway, meanwhile, up here, we're at least Trying to slow the flow of immortals down. The other thing is on higher difficulty, the AI gets that humongous, like they're getting +5 difficulty bonus due to that difficulty. Okay, at least that blizzard's not anywhere up here. I don't think anything here. This sends gold. Okay, that's not going to do anything. So anyway, we're trying to get this unit up here. At least we're keeping them busy. Like otherwise I'd have more of these units, but like they just spam units out to like such an insane extent. Can we kill this guy? All right, left him on 1 HP. But like you can see how many units they spam. The higher the difficulty gets, the more they spam units, and it just gets really obnoxious. All right, so yeah, I mean like, so like obviously what I'd like to do is build more units, but it takes so long to get them over there. Like it's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess we'll build another one of these and just sell it over there, because why not? All right, and there's the ballista. Yeah, again, I think they're just going to kill this unit if I unload it. What I'm trying to do is have this here so I can just unload it onto this district and and capture the city. This stupid wonder that he built actually has helped Xerxes hold this spot pretty well. Okay, what did we get? Oh, we got another Codicy, I guess. All right, we got 3 of them. We got the first one. Okay. Well, that's a lot of stuff on the screen there. So, as expected, that one archer died. They certainly are overwhelming us with the all of these units. Now, can we sail? Okay, we can sail into here, though. So, again, the naval power is the only thing keeping us afloat here. Can start working on some of these units. Really glad I have 5 ships supporting me. Pretty wild. Yeah, 3 of them down here. Let's see, I definitely need to kill this guy. So I guess we'll shift down here. I'm trying to make sure all 5 of my ships are in position to keep doing stuff. Okay. Damage the blacksmith. Wait, is that the... By the way, now that I'm standing on this tile, I can no longer see what the buildings are. Again, you might be like, wait, what? How is that even possible? But that's the way it goes. Okay. When you're... Because, like, see right here, I can see what the building is, but as soon... Oh, here we go. Barracks. Oh, and, like... This will pillage the blacksmith, but I don't want to pillage the blacksmith. I want to pillage the barracks. I don't have the choice on that either. So that's pretty obnoxious, too. Alright, anyway, you guys need to get this building down. Because once we have this down, we can take the city. Now I will land you. So you can help me shoot. And because, like, if this guy tries to move out to attack, then he loses the fortification bonuses. Alright. Do we have any fresh units over here? No, not really. Use our great general's ability to attack what we can here. This guy's probably the furthest up. Oh, that was his... Oh, shoot. That was his last movement point. I forgot he only had 1 movement point left. Oh, well. That's unfortunate. We move here. I think you can get in a shot without getting attacked. Especially if I move this guy up to here. Because isn't this a... That's rough desert. You can't move through there. I mean, we are killing a lot of his units. Like, there's no question we're killing a lot of these units. We're just losing some of our own each turn, too. We definitely want another... Numidian down here. Attack, attack. Ada Lovelace declared war on Isabella. Oh, great. Now there's a tornado over by us, too. Unmet player completed a milestone. Blizzard, okay. Anchor Watt, we saw her building that. We got her codex, okay. Alrighty. Do we even have slots for any more codexes? I don't think I do. Social policies, wrong one. No, we actually do have... Oh, our academy has slots. Okay, so we can put some more in if we wanted to. Well, we can get a couple more of those if we want to. We should take this, +3 combat strength for ranged and siege units. That would be pretty good, but we have to... Okay, that's probably worthwhile. Combat strength for infantry units. We're not really using infantry units. Yeah, gods clearly favor Persia. Declare war on them, and seas start assailing you, or natural disasters start assailing you. Yeah. The ancient bridge, I wouldn't mind having that, because I'd like to get. I'd actually like, you know, as silly as this sounds, I'd actually like to purchase an ancient bridge on one of these tiles just so I can get across the stupid river faster. I think I'm actually going to go for that. It also gives +1 culture on culture buildings and a codex too, so it's not like it's completely wasted. Alrighty. Oh yeah, what do we actually want to build in our home city? It's probably just research, because it just takes too long for my units to get over there. Like, it takes so long for my units to get over there. What did I build? I built another one of these ships. Because, like, there is a limit to how many of these ships I can actually have functioning in the water. I think I'm at about the limit of what I can hold over here anyway. I have 5 of them. Getting them all into combat is a little dicey. Alright, well, we've taken out the district defense. We just need to kill this immortal, so we should be able to take this on this turn. If he kills the spear, the ballista takes it. If somehow he kills the ballista, then the spear takes it. Okay, fortunately they shuffled units instead of attacking. Well, killed an archer. Killed 2 archers, I think. Plus 25% food in towns might not be bad, but I'm not really growing my towns, so I don't know that I need that. Let's just do a quick check. This I said I don't think I really need this. I think that the cheaper naval units actually is a little bit better here. So what do we actually lose? An archer and another archer. Jeez, they take so much damage when they get attacked. Look, oh my god, look at this. Look at this freaking unit spam. Archer, archer, like it's just on a unit on just every tile. Utterly insane. The unit spam is completely absurd in this game. Again, the units are too cheap. I don't know how to describe it otherwise. The units are too cheap. When every city can one turn a unit every turn, it's horrible for 1 unit per tile. Like, 1 unit per tile needs units to be expensive. Okay. But anyway, yeah, it's bad. It's not good. 6 archers all... well, no, they're not promoted. It's just the little chevrons under them just means what tier of technology they are. But yeah, that's... it's a lot of units. I was hoping I could take 2 cities off Xerxes, but he is absolutely spamming the ever-loving daylights out of these units. Wait, what? 16 damage? Why am I not doing any damage here? Oh my god, I really want to take this city take the city this turn. Problem is, it's still going to take a little while before I still have 4 more turns. Like, I can take this, but I'm actually starting to get very worried I'm not going to be able to hold over here, because I have to control both tiles to take this. Well, let's fire with the ballista. Alright, so this is why the ballista... You might have heard me talking about the ballista. Why would I want this? Well, they are really good in terms of bombarding. Like, look, that does a lot of damage, so... I wanted to take that this turn. I don't know if I can afford to. I think I have to wait another turn, because I need to deal with these immortals coming in here. I mean, take both cities. I just want to take 1 city at this point. I'd love to... I'd be happy to try to make peace here, but... in this game, you always have to wait 10 turns before you can sign peace after declaring war. It's always 10 turns. Alright, well, we got rid of them, and then now we can destroy the barracks. So, okay. Now there's still an immortal here. And this archer is not looking great at the moment. We have some, but like, look, see, I can like spam out a unit every turn too. Just harder for me. Wait, how did this unit take the... Okay, apparently I got shot by something. By one of these. Something up there, I guess. Here come the blizzards. A tornado. Yeah, it's just, it's the amount of units they can spam out is utterly crazy. And it's like they suck at playing the game. Like, look at Xerxes. His yield, his actual science and culture yields are pathetic. But all they have to do is just spam units, and it just makes it so hard. So it's, I don't know. I just think the design I think is just wrong. The units are too cheap. They're just way too cheap to build. All right, well, this galley, I cannot absorb more attacks, so it's going to have to skedaddle out of there. And, yeah, we're about to have a absolute floodgates opened over here, unfortunately. I mean, you'd think that we would have a huge advantage here, but we kind of don't have as big of an advantage as I'd like. There's just so many. It's just, it's a literal, we always make fun of the games with the carpet of doom. This is literally the carpet of doom. Just every tile has a unit on it. Yeah. I guess I'll just hit the ones that's in the front. Okay, I mean, I'm doing damage, but just like... Can't sign peace for 4 more turns, unfortunately. Yeah, this archer, I don't even know if it's possible to get out of here safely. I mean, like, we can hurt this guy. We have huge advantages, but, like, the AI just gets so many bonuses on the higher difficulties. Like, rough terrain, iron research. The military aid, I guess, is coming from... How do I get that military aid? Aren't I in a war too? Like, is there a way I can get that military aid? All I seem to be able to do is send gold. How do I get that military aid? Like, where's my military aid? I have an ally too. I don't know how to get that, if there is an option for that. Anyway, we can just trying to kite backwards here as best we can. Yeah, wow, 15 whole damage. He attacks me for 90 and I do 15. It's not great. Okay, that was a good hit. We got a good dice roll there. We can't quite afford one of them this turn. Only militaristic leaders can send military aid. Okay, well, that's great. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what to be doing here. I could drop this archer... I think I'm going to dump this archer just to buy a turn, because this guy will attack the archer. There we go. 2 XP. Does it help to fortify? Not really. Alright, this is not going to be a fun inner turn. At least we will... I mean, we are going to have Parsa under our control in a minute here. Yeah, they're... continuing to smell. Somehow this guy is still alive. I don't quite understand that. Where do we... Okay, yeah, 93 damage. Again, I shot him for 15. He attacked me for 93. This guy absorbed multiple attacks. He's got to get back to my territory now. I don't even know if he can make it back because the terrain is so rough here. Well, at least... Hey, at least the scout's back to full health again. At least we got the scout. Alrighty. Well, let's see what we can do here. Let's at least see if we can take the city this turn. Alright. So we actually need to take one more city if we wanted to get the full golden age. I don't know if that's going to happen. But on the plus side, we did capture this, which is a good city. I mean, I'd really like to take this next city, but what? How many units is this? Um 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's a lot of units. A lot of units. I mean, I was correct that he couldn't hold that city. Oh, we apparently got an attribute point. Militaristic. Probably want this one, because that also gives us a settlement limit down the road, which is nice. This one's nice too. I don't think we need either of these. I think both of these are kind of bad. Yeah, I don't understand why there's 3 units in the city. I'm actually kind of confused about that too. We got a celebration. Okay, well, we don't need the constructing buildings, so I guess we'll take the food, even though that doesn't do much for us either. I guess we'll slot this one back in. We don't really need food in towns right now, because they're not really growing, but it was better than the other alternatives. Yeah, none of those other things are really going to help us. All right, we're definitely keeping the city. So that's cool. And we got some rural resources. Oh, cool. You know what we can do? We can assign another camel. Wait, I thought it said I could do resource reallocation. Why isn't it letting me put the camel here? What's going on? What is going on? The screen seems to be bugging out. Only in the ones... I guess it would actually send a little more food back to the capital. That's probably true. Okay, there we go, finally. It was, like, bugging out for some reason. Okay. Alright. I guess I mean, the only one that's sending food to the capital is Farvella and Ria of Writing. Mott's Applesauce were about to be sending food to the capital, though. Alright. Army commander attacked. Numidian cavalry attacked. How many more turns until we can sign peace? 3 more turns. Okay, now we have to defend against the tidal wave of Persian units. Absolute tidal wave of units that he's spamming out here. I mean, he's just building a unit in every city every turn. Like, he only has 3 cities left, but each of them is building a unit every turn. It's kind of hard to deal with that, unfortunately. Even if I have, like, better tactical setup, it's just hard to deal with that. Okay, can you... What is this? Can you move here and shoot? No, apparently that you can't attack from this tile. Okay, cool. Glad to hear that. My army commander is about to die, and I don't have anything defending this. So the problem is, if he walks in here, he'll just recapture this city again. I can probably move... Okay, I can move a ship in, and then he has to deal with the ship. So that's good. Hooray for ships. I will try to get a Numidian in here. No, I wanted the ship that's in here. Okay. I don't even know where this unit can go. This unit's going to die wherever it goes, so I might as well attack. See if we can take out that unit. Okay, great. Now they have to waste another attack killing that unit. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to hold here. I don't see any conceivable way that we can go take this city. As much as I'd like to. I mean, we almost slipped in there and took it at the start of the war, but then he started spamming. For right now, they're not attacking this. See if we can hit the archer at least. Okay. Yeah, the archers are more frail. They are more frail. So as they move closer, and they don't do as much damage, but of course they have the ranged ability. Now, we actually have a road on this tile now, thankfully. So now maybe we can move a little bit faster. Got another Numidian coming up. And we've got insane stuff like that. Oh, can we go kill this? Just out of curiosity. Isn't there like a way to pillage this or something? Must be at war with... Oh, this is my... Wait. Oh, this is Ada's. Never mind. That's my ally. I thought I could go pillage it. I got confused who I was actually at war with. Okay, I would prefer that you not die, so maybe I can move you like back here in the water. I don't know if that's any safer though. Let's move you back here just for right now. Okay. And this archer can just chill for this turn. Okay. The scout, yes, my scout. The scout actually can give me additional sight range, which is not terrible. Here comes another unit. Yeah, we could, if there's no fortified districts here, we could try to sail up here on like the last turn of the war and just hit it with 5 ships. That's not the worst idea. I could even, because I have another ship coming up here. I could rush by a ship out of we have writing too, or something. Yeah, that's actually not the worst idea to try to just snipe this at the last second. I don't know if we'll be able to pull that off, but we can try it. Thankfully, they now have to fight the ships to get the city back. Okay.
Perfection is achieved.
Ancient Bridge Codex. Okay. Cool. We can get an additional codex or 2. I mean, we'll just take the codex because that puts us at, I think, 5 out of 6 codexes. Yeah, we only need one more. I don't think we're getting the 10, but I think we can get this one for another scientific point in the next era. That's all the slots we have available too, isn't it? Oh, never mind. We have okay, no, we might be able to, actually we might be able to get more. Maybe we do have enough. I mean, the era is not exactly advancing super fast. We might have the chance to get more of these. All right, so one of our ships was attacked. Okay, they chose to use their attacks on our ships for whatever reason. So, yeah, we're actually able to evacuate some of these units who might be able to go heal and fight another day. Maybe. Maybe, you never know. Okay, so yeah, we're going to start sending some of these ships up here to the north. I actually really like that idea. Ah, we have a... oh, we can't attack. Ah, we need an extra movement point to attack. But I like that idea. And there's no reason to stand one tile off the coast where we might get attacked. We might as well just stay here. Let's move you... Actually, you're in a good spot there. Move you here... up to here. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can hit anything. 1, 2, 3. We can hit anything from this tile next turn. Okay, get those guys up there. The ballista can do the same thing. Be ready to hop back in the water and go sail over there. You need to heal desperately. You're no good in a fight right now, Spearman. Outside of a true emergency. Archer, you can attack someone who might try to come through. Meanwhile, you guys lay down a hellish field of fire. You didn't think you could mess with the Carthaginian navy, did you? All right, good stuff. Let's get you over here. Well, yeah, I think this is the safer route. Going through the water. Army commander, let's have you heal at least for this turn. Too bad he doesn't give bonuses to naval units. There is a naval version of the Great General, but we don't have that yet. Okay, and then you... I think this is a good spot for you. I'm going to... And your turn, skip your turn too. Okay, so here we go. As I said, I think I'd like to assign a specialist again. Apparently I can have 2 specialists, so... There we go. And choose attack. Okay, so what is useful to have? Actually, might want to get that unit flanking. What are our options here? We actually have pretty good science for this stage of the game. Extra combat strength for infantry. +1 movement for siege units is not bad. +1 food on food buildings. The +1 combat strength for naval units. We talked about that earlier. Let's go for that. Because we're basically leaning on naval units to an insane degree. Let's also support our war so we get that war score back up. Cost some influence to do, but we can get peace in 2 more turns. So yeah, I think that that's right. I think we're going to make a beeline up here. I guess I have 3 ships over here, so I don't have a ton of ships available to get. This ship's on its way up. You know what? This ship could come down from Pink Dot. It took some damage, but why not? We'll bring that down too. It can be there in a couple more turns. I don't think I can move any of these 3 ships out. This ship is somehow still alive. For some reason, this galley is not being focused. I don't quite understand why, but I think it's better to hit the archers because I can kind of cripple them pretty quickly. Anyway, definitely got a bit of an interesting tactical situation here. The amount of units is pretty insane. So yeah, you can come heal in our territory. They're actually trying to load up units on sea because like every tile has an enemy unit on it. It's insane. It's one thing that Civ 5 and Civ 6 actually did right, which is that they made the units more expensive because, hey, 1 unit per tile. Got to make the units more expensive. This game apparently doesn't seem to understand that. Okay, so we wanted to get another one of our ships, right? Yeah. I don't know if I can... Well, if I buy it this turn... Let's see. If I bought it this turn, it would pop up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if it can get up there in time to make a difference. I should have built 1 more ship out of the capital way back when. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this on research initiative for now. I've been doing research initiative an awful lot. Yeah, I don't think that rush buying another ship gets up there in time. So if we can't do that, then let's get another Numidian cavalry down here. Costing a lot of money, but I think it's still the best option. Okay. How many of these units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 units that are visible right here. It's literally the Carpet of Doom. But they didn't actually attack anything that turn. Oh, wait. Hold on here. Okay, they're hitting my ships. They finally fired at this ship. Look at all these units coming forward. It's crazy. And now they're putting them over here, too. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sneak in here and get this. It's just like the units are just overflowing. I just can't get over how many units that is spamming out. It's every tile has a unit on it. They are relentless too in terms of what they're producing. How many immortals is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 immortals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archers, and that's just what I can see. What the heck? Like WTF? What is this? See, okay. Let's back up. Big picture. I've been a big critic of 1 unit per tile ever since it came out in Civ 5. I have said I don't think this is a good fit for the Civ series because you just end up with so many units clogging up the map that they can't maneuver. And like this is just the perfect example of this. The game needs the ability for these units to stack. It just doesn't work with them all spread out. Because every unit is occupying a tile and they just get in each other's way. The game desperately needs them to be able to stack. Can you imagine if Xerxes could stack his units together? He could actually defend himself. And the game would be so much better. Like the game would be so much better if he could just actually stack his units together. But no, I mean, it just won't allow that. Okay, again... Literally every single tile has a unit on it. I can't even. I literally can't even. Every tile has a unit on it. What is fun about this? Like, how is this entertaining? No one can move because every tile is clogged up with a freaking unit. I don't even know what to say. So we're going to see if we can, we're going to make the attempt to try to grab this city and then peace out. Because we can hit the city really, really easily. But the position is obviously deteriorating pretty rapidly here just because I cannot spam units to the same extent that he can because he has multiple build queues. Obviously, I'm playing a variant here, but he has 3 build queues here, so he can spam them out faster than I can. And my only build queue is over here. I can build 1 unit per every turn too, but it's over here, and then it has to get all the way over here. His units just pop out immediately right here on the front line. So it's just a really asymmetric struggle we have going on here. All right, anyway. Of course, I am attacking him, let's be fair, but yeah. Let's see. This guy's kind of in the front. Why don't we hit this guy? I mean, we can do some damage. We didn't do a whole lot, but we did do some. You can't hit a unit from here, so you can just heal this turn. And then you are going to slip over here, so if anything unloads, you're ready to attack it. I mean, for the time being, we're doing what we can. I do think we have a non-zero chance to snipe this city, even though we probably should have no business trying to take this. Well, why not? We'll make the attempt. Alright, we'll upgrade you because we can afford to. It does seem like the goal of getting in the first strike before the unit carpet rolls out. It does seem like that's a big deal. Okay. My scout actually could get hit from that tile, so let's move you back. Put you on the lookout. I'm actually okay with you being like right here. And you being right here. Because we'll see if they try to come forward, I'll hit them. But I don't want to charge right into the middle of them. I kind of want them to come to me. So I'm kind of like playing zone defense here to a certain extent. It's not like there's an archer that can move here and shoot, so this tile should be fine for right now, too. You're still healing over there. You're still healing over here. Again, like, if this guy comes forward, I'll shoot him with the archer, but for right now, you can just chill here. Okay. Kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally fair to give the AI extra... Look at all this. Okay, I think it's totally fair to give them combat strength bonuses on higher difficulty, because that's like an easy way to make the game harder. Okay, apparently we got attacked in 5 places this turn. Where was that? Okay, your quadrireme. Okay. Quadrireme over there. Okay. Attacked again. Galley was attacked. Galley was attacked. Okay, it's a good thing naval ships are so overpowered in this setup. Almost took out the defenses. Can't get this ship up there to attack the city this turn. So. Have you shoot you. They're really going after this ship, but that's okay. I don't think they can kill it. What's actually shooting this? The archer. That's the only thing you can hit. You're still holding the city center tile. We can make peace, I think, this turn, but... Yeah, we could make peace this turn. Let's see if we can... We'll hang in here for at least one more turn to see if we can make an attempt at this. I don't think there's any tile this ballista can land on, but I might be able to just sail into the city if I need one more attack. Oh, Mott's Applesauce finally grabbed this tile. Yay, Mott's Applesauce. We can finally now turn you into an urban center as well. Been waiting on that for ages. Okay, so now Mott's Applesauce will send its food to the capital. Which means we should probably build the fishing quay here. Just because that's an ageless building. Alright, so we now have 158 food per turn here at the capital city. Too bad the growth, the food requirements get absolutely absurd as the game goes on. Alright. So is there anything we want to build? Again, we're just kind of chilling here. We do want to build... Oh, this doesn't unlock anything, does it? I can't remember if we have any wonders we're going for. Oh, the Colossus we're going to go for. Well, it looks like we just stay on our research focus for now. Which does get us up to 138 beakers, so that's something. All right, again, I'm just fine with... Like, I could kill this guy, but then I'd get shot by about 10,000 things. So, again, I think I'm okay to just chill here. And you're okay here as well. There's no way you could ever get up there. Unless, do I want to just kill this archer and then race back? I feel like if I kill this archer that I'm going to die, though. So I don't... Too bad I can't move after attacking. Like, I could move up here. I could definitely kill this archer. But then how many attacks do I absorb on the counterattack? Way too many. The archer's actually blocking a bunch of other units from fighting. So I don't think that that's worthwhile to do. You're still healing. You're still healing. Skip turn. You are still alive for the time being. I think you can absorb... Oh, you know what we can do? We can coastal raid. That's right. Coastal raid actually heals us. There we go. 30. Yeah, see that? We just healed off coastal raiding. I'll move you one tile forward because from here I have a little bit better odds to do. I can actually move out over the desert if I need to. Alright, and you are on your way. Can I coastal raid with you too? If I get a little closer, maybe. Okay, well, we can shoot at another archer. Do a little damage here. But this upcoming turn, I think I'm going to have everything shoot this. 1, 2, yeah. All 4 of these ships can hit the city center tile. We'll just have to see if that's enough to take this. Okay, that's not one of the better wonders. This ship's going to have to rotate out, but that's okay. Yeah, we're kind of relying on the AI is kind of blocking itself because it has so many units. Okay, so he's willing to offer me a city, but let's see if we can capture and get another city. He offered me Tarsus. Okay, we also got a scientific legacy point. He offered me Tarsus, which is up there. Okay, so if we can capture this and then he gives us Tarsus in the peace treaty, we could actually get... That would actually be really quite nice. We'd have unhappiness problems, but we could solve them in the next era. Okay. Choose another tech. Let's see. We should probably just go for this. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Because we only need a weak attack to take this. That'll knock out the district defense. Oh, I should have used this one. Whoops. Oh, well. Alright. So now we just need to kill this unit. Well, that did not do a lot. I think we need one more turn there. This poor quadrireme is probably going to die, but I want to get another attack on here. I think we can take that next turn, I really do. And then the ballista can probably sail into the city to take it. Alright, let's swap you two. And then from here, you can still attack. Alright. Yeah, they did not keep pushing forward the way I thought they might. Yeah, we took a lot of attacks. Yeah, I think we can get this next turn. I might be wrong. I think we're definitely going to lose this ship, but I think we can do 3 attacks, and then the ballista, which is under the interface, just sails in and takes it. And it's the only fortified district here. I'm reasonably sure they didn't fortify anything else. Alright, you are still alive as well. So... Pretty sure you don't die in one turn of getting attacked here. 50 damage. Okay, that's not bad. Alright. Now this guy I might actually be able to pick off. Because, like, there's not that many units that could actually attack this guy. I mean, we'd take very little damage, but... I still feel like it's better letting them come to me. I think I'm still just going to chill here. Same thing over here. No reason to take damage we don't need to. Yeah, same thing. Still just gonna chill until they actually come forward and try to attack the city. You guys are still just healing up very slowly. Alright, let's see if we can get this. See how many attacks we absorb. Yeah, see, like, that's what I was waiting for, them to come forward like that. Okay, they did sink one of the ships as expected. I figured they would. Alright. Where else did we get attacked? Quadrireme. Okay, yeah, my ship's up here. But I think we have enough damage to finish this off. Boop. And now the brave little ballista that could. Awesome. Now we can technically play as the Normans. Okay, so we're gonna kill it. Oh my god, we're gonna I mean, yeah. Okay. Do you think that's enough? You think that's enough units up there? We did get another cotton, which we can put in Mott's applesauce. We're gonna get peace. Let's kill as much as we can first. Not that we even really have to. I want to. I was hoping the army commander could get up there so I could get XP from doing this, but I can't. There we go. Okay. So that very brave quadrireme sacrificed its life. Good thing we had this naval power, right? Oh, I can't quite reach that. Oh well. Oh, you know what we can do then? We can pillage for 80 gold. Oh, 80 gold. Okay, we got double the benefit. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Let's get a peace treaty with you. He won't give me 2 cities. He will not take Raga. He will take Tarsus. He'll take anything except, what is it, Raga? He doesn't want Raga for some reason. What city is Raga? Okay, I don't know why. I mean, Tarsus makes by far the most sense for, like, having a logical border set up. So we'll do that. Tarsus. This is going to put us into some not great happiness status, but... because we're quite a bit over the settlement cap limit. We're at 11 out of 8, but okay. Alright, let's... I mean... some of the unhappiness will wear... oh, look at all these units that got booted out of our borders. But, like, that's going to solve it. That's going to... by the way, we also have quite a bit of gold. I mean, we'll be able to start cash rushing stuff and fix that. And I am researching something that gives me the villa, which is another... or arena, excuse me. Another happiness building. So, yeah. Cool. I mean... it was quite a war, but it did give us a lot. We got a number of the... so we got a number of the legacy points. We hit the full military one. We have most of the science one. And we have the whole economic one, too. In terms of science, I don't think I'm going to get all the remaining codices. But I could make a play for it. I need 4 more. There's 2 at this tech, so we could try to go for that. And then there's 1 here and 1 here. So if we researched all those techs, we'd have it. Technically, I don't even need to research this, but I wouldn't mind having the arena for some happiness. Okay, we've got money, like, filling up a hole in our pocket, so we can start to spend some of that. Rename Parsa to Xerxes. That's great. Love it. Xerxes. Good stuff. So we also got this town. Interesting. What do we actually capture out of curiosity? What's actually in here? City Hall, Granary, Bath, Fishing Key, Library, Salt Pit. Okay, this is pretty good. Actually, this is a reasonably well-built city. We got the malls, and we got the stupid Dur Sharkoon. I don't know what the Mausoleum of Theodoric does. Oh, okay. That explains why we got extra yields from pillaging, because we captured this. Okay. So we should probably repair the blacksmith that we pillaged earlier. Now these are all super unhappy, but that a lot of this unhappiness will wear off in time. This is pretty good. This is a pretty good city. How about this one? These other two seem like they're a lot. Okay, 10 turns until you can purchase or change focus. This one apparently we let's see what we can do here. Okay, this city is pretty underdeveloped. Pretty underdeveloped indeed. There's very little here. Anyway, let's see. We should probably spend money here first if there's anything we want. Oh, we definitely want to get our unique district down here before the age rolls. And we probably should get the altar monument down too. Because there's a good spot for a Kothan. He already built the fishing key. Yeah, this seems like a good spot. And we'll put the dockyard down too. Let's complete the Punic port. Excellent. Very nice. Apparently we can do resource stuff, but I guess not. Alright. What does our resource screen look like again? We do have a lot of resources, don't we? Yeah, our Kothans will be legendary. So I'd like to get the Kothan built at the Scout Town too, so we can get our unique district done. Alrighty. And then we'll see what else. There's actually like not anything else to... Oh no, we need to do the... let's get the altar monument down. That'll help with the unhappiness. So our unhappiness will start to improve. Now, technically we're at war with Isabella as well, but I don't think we're going to see any units from her. Let's try to group up our units a bit. Put them back in the army commander and whatnot. Well, you already moved, didn't you? And you... should probably come down here, and you can, I don't know, hang out over here for visibility if nothing else. The victorious Quadrireme squad. You can actually chill here for right now. I think we're going to get to the end of the era before Xerxes can come back with another war. By the way, can we sign peace with you yet? Okay. I don't really care, by the way, about her. Because, like, we are not in a position to defend this. I actually probably need to build more units so I can defend up here. What was that red fist by the ship? It looks like it's on the ship. It's actually tied to the city. It means that it's like, unhappy for the next 10 turns because we captured it. There's still unhappiness in Xerxes, too. But, yeah, it's a symbol that the city is in resistance for 10 turns. Settlements in unrest. So, yeah, we have a lot of unhappiness for that. Okay. Yeah, let's start getting you moved up in this direction. And you can hang out over here, too. You can chill here for the turn. Skip your turn. Whew, okay. Well, that was a big fight, but it worked out pretty well. We certainly gained a lot of territory. I mean, this city is producing pretty good yields. 37 production per turn is quite nice. Now, once it stops being insanely unhappy, and we stop losing a lot of our yields, because like we're currently losing a lot. Look at this. See, we're actually losing 22 production per turn because of the unhappiness. So once we get out of that deficit, we'll be in much better shape. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't think that there's too many more turns left in the era. Another leader has opposed your war. Okay, can we just sign peace? Oh, she's going to reject. Okay, sure, whatever. Xerxes still... By the way, even after we took 3 cities, Xerxes still has another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He still has 5 cities here. He's got a lot of them. Okay. So yeah, we probably are going to need some more units to defend. I also, as we're getting close to the end of the era, I actually do want to build 2 more ballistas, even though they're obviously not defensive units. Just because it's going to influence what civ I might want to play in the next era. Let's pull you back one tile from the border. You can heal for a turn. You can heal for a turn. Okay. You guys, all the you guys that are hurt can heal for the moment. I don't think I need quite this many ships down here. I'll move this ship up in this direction. You can hop in the army commander. You can finish healing and then next turn do the same thing. Oh, whoops. I got to be next to that archer. Okay. Heal. Heal. You can... one of you needs to go back up to pink dot just so I have something up there. You can chill too. Alright, Xerxes. Let's get that altar. Now would I want to pave over the woodcutter to move the yield somewhere else? Not... yes, I would, because this marvel's not connected, is it? I don't think it's connected, so yes, let's pave over this tile. And for some reason, I don't know why this marble tile isn't connected. That doesn't make any sense, but let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, that's a global wonder. Okay. And yeah, you can chill here. You should actually probably with the great... You should be with the great general because you move very slowly on your own. All right. And yeah, we're mostly just healing right now. I have a feeling we're going to tangle with Xerxes again, but I don't think it's going to be until the next era. I have a feeling we're going to tangle with this guy again. Because he's such a pain in the butt. But we've already taken... Like, we took kind of like half his empire, including his best city. So he should be weaker the next time. He won't be able to carry all this unit spam over into the next era, too. Ada Lovelace changed our relationship. Isabella changed... Okay, whatever. Anything we can do, we'll have the ability to spend influence soon. Our influence has gone down, if you're curious. That's from unhappiness, is the reason why. Okay. I need one more ballista. And these ballistas are not going to fight. They're just going to chill here. Okay, yeah, you can just hang out here. Too bad I can't explore, but... we can't cross ocean tiles until the next era. Alrighty, you are fine here. Let's pull you one tile back. We have like the DMZ here between North and South Korea. Because there's a lot of mutual hatred tied up here. You're fine. I didn't actually get to use the army commander that much in that war. It was just all about the ships. It was all about the ships and that fighting. Well, these turns are a little bit quiet. We're so far over the unhappiness cap right now. Oh, we have another unit to move, apparently? Oh, that's right. Oh, there's an Izzy unit here. Okay. I forgot we're at war with her. Maybe if I kill her scout, she'll get tired of dealing with me. Probably not, but you never know. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to build that. Alright, so if you're curious, why was I building that? There is a civ that gets a lot of plus settlements in the next era, and that's Mongolia. And I think they get more for the increase the settlement limit than anyone else, and I figured that might be handy. Alright, anyway, I was researching this specifically to try to build the Colossus, but... okay. Well, I guess that's not going to happen. I guess that's not going to happen. Let's build the arena then. And we can pair this together with the academy for 5 happiness. Done. We need happiness. Alright. So out of what's left in this era, let's try to get the remaining codices that we need. Just because, why not? We might actually want the scientific golden age in the next era. We need 4 codices to do that. So let's take our best shot. I have no idea if there's enough time left to get that or not, but we'll start with this one. And this is the expensive one. So we need Math 2, which is 2 codices, 7 turns. And then we need this one. Actually, we should probably do this one first, because this is +1 happiness on happiness buildings. And then I think we need the wheel. So yeah, we'll do this. So it's probably going to take about 10 turns to do all of them, because as soon as Eternal City is done with its arena, we'll put it back on research project again. Alright, is there anything we still want in the civics tree? I don't think we want this. I don't need codex slots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all the slots I need. Where's my Great Works? Yeah, we have all the slots we need. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. So I don't think we need that. So nothing in our unique tree. In the other trees... I don't think so. +1 culture from specialists. I don't think so. Oh, this one gives us a codex. Okay, we'll take that. That lets us... If we take this, that lets us skip one of the techs. So we could just do military training 2, and then we could do math 2. And then that gets us what we need. Okay. Another leader supported my war. Okay. Okay, so Ada Lovelace made peace. Okay. And there's the stupid Colossus being done. Okay. We'll do the farmer's market again. She accepted. She did not support it, for what that's worth. Anyway. I don't suppose she wants to sign peace. Okay, whatever. We don't care. Is that scout still over here? Oh, well, that was clever. Landing. Unfortunately for you, naval ships can also fire and hit land targets. So that did not actually get you out of there. Oh, and I have to finish purchasing these buildings. So the monument goes here with the altar. Excuse me. So that finishes a quarter. We're now done there. Now we want to get Scout Town. Now, I said I would have wanted to build... Oh, I guess I can't purchase... I was going to say I would have purchased the Ancient Bridge, but apparently I can't put that down. Maybe I don't even have a tile that qualifies for it. Okay. So we got half of the unique district done. We'll get that at Scout Town. I think you're... I'll put you a little closer to the front lines, but I think you're generally okay there. And you can come up here with this naval squadron ready to help out. I love how there's just like still the enemy units hanging out here, ready in case they're needed. Let's put you on that tile. You go back to sleep. Okay. So yeah, I'm not really expecting anything else to happen until the era ends. I'm not really planning anything else until the era is over. Hopefully not. Because we can't really solve our happiness issues until we get into the next era. Because we need to get more settlement limit. Only 10% more progress. We'd be in the middle of a nasty crisis if the crises were still turned on, but I do have them turned off. How many more units until he can declare war? 6 more turns. Okay. Because he looks like he wants to come back for another round of fighting. I just don't want to build a bunch of units because as soon as the era ends, like we can't bring all of them over to the next era. So I don't want to like train a bunch of units, and like I don't even think I could get archers like over here in time. Like let's say I trained an archer or 2 at the Eternal City. By the time they sailed over here, the era would be over anyway. So that doesn't seem terribly useful to do that. Okay, we're slowly chipping away at her scout over here. So I'm really hoping that we can just get to the end of the era without anything else happening. It's my hope. All right, let's finish that unique district. There we go. And next up, we would like to get the brickyard. We do want to get the brickyard done and the granary because those are ageless buildings. I don't really want to purchase the altar, though, because that's not an ageless building. So it's not really worthwhile to spend on something like that that's going to lose most of its benefit in the next era. That's not really worthwhile. By the way, Scout Town, we should probably give some kind of specialization, honestly. It's about to grow again on the next turn. I'll see what... I might actually turn this into a mining town because it's got pretty good production. Yeah, it's got 15... It's pretty good production, and it doesn't have that much... I don't know that I need to do the urban specialization. It doesn't really matter because the era is going to end soon, and then we can pick another specialization in the following era. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. So we got all these tiles. Let's go ahead and take... this tile's probably more useful because it expands the borders a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and give you the... you're not going to grow again in the rest of this era anyway. We'll give you the mining town one that's going to give you extra production. Which means more gold. Okay. How many more? 5 more turns of unrest there. Okay, so like I said, let's get the buildings that are ageless. This brickyard has pretty good yields. We could pave over this, but the yields from the rural tile are pretty good, so do this. Does that give us a... Okay, and then we also want to get... we want to get the granary as well. Can't quite afford it, but we will next turn. And then we'll get the fishing key, and then we'll look to spend money on stuff in these towns. Tarsus is not very well developed at all. This one's... all fishing boats and woodcutters, okay, and some very basic infrastructure. Very basic infrastructure. Okay, what did we finish? I think we just do another research institute. I think you're fine down here. All right, finally. Boom. Hey, Izzy, now do you want to sign peace now that I killed your scout, your stupid scout? Okay, never mind. Have fun with that. Yeah, Izzy, we'll come back for you later. I mean, you do have a city that's not that far away from me up here. But I think Xerxes has to be the focus first. I think Xerxes has to be the focus first. He's still got an awful lot of units in the area. And he's shuffling them around. Running them around in circles. Diplomat. Okay, our cultural exchange finished. We definitely want that to continue. She accepted it. She didn't support it. But it still does give us 4 influence. All right. You come back down here. There's no point in upgrading this because regardless of whether units are upgraded or not, they do the same thing at the start of the next era. So there's no point in upgrading it. Granary, let's finish a quarter with this. And the saw pit. Finish another quarter. There we go. Those are ageless, so those benefits will continue into the next era. We have 3 completely finished quarters here, here, and here. So again, we're just kind of chilling. Look, our happiness is starting to rebound a little bit. Okay, there's a codex. We got extra happiness on happiness buildings. Good. And now we can do that math too. And when we finish both of these, we'll hit the scientific. When we finish both of these, we're going to get the science golden age for the next, because we'll get 3 more codices. Now the question is, could we build one more wonder somewhere? And the answer appears to be no. We could not build another wonder, but that's fine. I don't really care about the wonders anyway. And there's nothing. And we could build ancient walls, but that seems kind of pointless. Let's just keep this going. Okay, so we actually lined this up pretty nicely. They both get discovered in 5 turns. And that's apparently all we're doing right now. Oh, there's a hurricane? Oh, boy. I really hope this is not coming inland. Run away! Get out of there, ships. I don't know if it's coming inland or not, but I'm not going to try to find out. Same thing here. Run away! Okay, is there anything else I wanted here? The fishing key is also ageless, so we should buy that for sure. Okay, so Scout Town's good. Xerxes is also. We've improved everything we want there. All right, let's go to Tarsus next. We need to get the Punic port done. We need to get that in both of these cities because those are ageless. And like if we don't get a granary done in a city, I guess we have 3 turns. If we don't get a granary done, we can always buy the granary in the next stage. But if we don't get the Punic stuff done, we won't be able to get that. Oh, there's a gold tile here. What that? We need to get this. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can purchase like a granary on this tile right here. And then we can grab the gold tile. I should have grabbed that sooner because that's going to make my future purchases cheaper. Rename Tarsus to Arl or Errol. Sure. Any reference that's going for? Doesn't work? If you have another suggestion, not Spambot, let me know. We can also rename this one because I don't want to refer to this as Pathrogata, which is a really awkward name. All right, where's that stupid hurricane going? Is there any chance it could kill some Persian units? Here it goes. Okay. Apparently it's going in to hit Xerxes' units. Another leaders of poetry. Is this war over yet? Okay, whatever. I guess I haven't really killed any of her units. Wait, did she capture a city from Ada? Wasn't this an Ada Lovelace? Did she capture a city from Ada Lovelace? She did. Yeah, she did capture a city from Ada. Okay, you know what we can do? We can sail these ships up here and see. Oh, there's a... Is that an... Can we get up here? Let's see if we can... I don't think we can get close enough to hit anything from here, unfortunately. Now headed to the southwest. Okay. I don't think that that's going to hit my guys. I guess we'll find out. So Izzy also got a great library. Yeah, I think when these two finish in 4 turns, I think that that's going to maybe pop us over into the next era. But anyway, we got to get these buildings cash rushed right now. A 6 yield adjacency sounds good to me. Would remove the fishing boat. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, I don't care about that at all. Wait, how can I... Oh, I was going to say, I was like, wait a minute, how can I even put the urban district here? Because it's not touching the city center tile, but there's actually a fishing key here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, we have another growth event over here, apparently. I'm not really sure what tiles I'd want to even grab here. We'll just take this one, I guess. Okay, so now we can go onto the gold tile. There we go. And that makes our purchases cheaper. That worked out. Oh, we have to repair a fishing boat? I didn't even realize we had fishing boats damaged over here. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. But in any case, they're fixed now. Alright, you can move back up. And go back to sleep. Alright, you guys are moved out of the way of the hurricane. You guys can come back down now. I wish these animations weren't quite so slow. Okay. Yeah, I think the era transition is going to be in about 4 turns. I really do wish that the tile yield ribbons... Oh, look at that guy moving right into the hurricane. Okay, good. It dissipated. Alright. In case you're curious on progress here. Someone got closer on Silk Roads. Yeah, I think in 3 turns, that might be the end of the era right there. Okay, you're probably fine just to chill right there. Can we start? Oh, we can actually start shooting at this city from here. I don't think that that's really going to help. That's the only tile we can attack from, but... I don't really even want to capture this, but... Yeah, I don't think there's enough time left remaining in the era to go up there and do anything. But maybe if we keep shooting at it, Izzy will do something. We definitely... It is interesting that we now control pretty much the entire seaboard, eastern seaboard of this continent, with the exception of up here in the north. Ada Lovelace has, like, the extreme north. And we have, like, everything else. We've definitely turned this into, like, a sea that we control. Like, right here. The we have writing Xerxes sea over here. Oh, okay, we have more. That's right, we can finish the district here. Okay, boom, there we go. And then we need to... Okay, we couldn't cash rush there anyway until this turn. More resource assignments. Yeah, we have a lot of slots for all that stuff. Alright, a couple more turns here. I'm just going to play to the end of this age, and then I think that'll be a good stopping point for this session. Alright, I need to keep that research thing going. Actually, you know what? This is going to finish in 2 turns regardless of whether I do the Research Institute or not. Let's build me some archers because they'll carry through. Oh wait, does this not finish in 2 turns if that's the case? Yeah, it finishes in 2 turns either way. Let's build some archers because they'll carry through over the era transition. Or some of them will. Okay, Ada Lovelace also made peace. Apparently she was... Wait, what the... Ada, what did you do? Ada Lovelace apparently signed away a city in the peace deal. Well, she just crippled herself. What the heck is this? She saw Ravenna get captured, and then she signed away Ostia in the peace tree. She just... There's my ally. She just crippled herself. Okay. Well, Oh, well, alrighty then. Okay, now we can start building an 8 production Kothan. Wow. Okay then. Sounds good to me. And then we'll rush by the other building next turn for the 220, the docklet. And then at that point, I kind of have everything I need for this era. Now we might get the North. I'd like to control this entire continent if I can. That would, of course, mean wiping out. I mean, I'd probably leave Ada Lovelace alone because she's actually been an ally to me. Generally speaking, I leave if someone's been good to me, I try to be good to them back. But like the other AIs can, you know, go stuff it. I did start the war with Xerxes, to be fair. Yeah, I don't particularly care for Izzy. She also has some pretty good wonders. This is actually a really good city, Wasset. It's also a difficult city to attack because of that Grand Canyon down there. But I mean, obviously we would want to deal with Xerxes. He's just he's the one we'd have to attack first in any future war. All right, let's get the rest of that unique district, which goes here. All right, there we go. Because that's the one that we can't build in the next era, as I mentioned. Okay, we could heal. I was curious if there was a tile we could attack and get gold out of it. And we are slowly chipping away at this, but I don't really want to capture this city. All right, let's see if the era comes to a close here. I honestly don't know if it's going to or not. Let's see. Xerxes looks like he's thinking about attacking again. He's also trying to move a settler up. All right, 98% on the scientific legacy. I didn't think we were going to get this one. I really didn't. But we did. I didn't think we were going to get that, but we did. Anything else I would want here? I don't... Maybe the food in towns is probably better than something. Now that we've done all these purchases for the thing on the coastal tiles, the extra food in towns is probably better. How much food are we getting in Eternal City, by the way? 130 food per turn. Nice. So the only thing to research now is we could try to get future tech, but I don't think that's going to happen. We can try to get another army commander. That would let us carry more units over to the next era. So we might as well try that. I mean, there's not really much to research in the civics tree at this point either. Yeah, I don't think any of these would really help. +1 happiness and science on tropical terrain. Yeah, I don't think any of this really helps that much. Monk's Mound, the wonder, was already built. I mean, I guess this one. I don't think we're going to get to that before the era's over, though. Wait, Xerxes established a trade route with us? Okay, buddy. Sure, if you say so. Alright, let's continue. Oh, we should... Did I change the focus of this? I should change the focus of this, too, unless... Because it's not close to growing. Yeah, I mean... I think we'll just do this. We can always change it at the start of the next era, too. That'll just give us more income right now. It's not like the city was going to grow again before the era ends. Okay, so let's work on getting more stuff in here. All right, so your ageless buildings, granary and brickyard. Brickyard. Probably right here. We can definitely build over this woodcutter. It's not an especially great tile. And we'll put the granary there too. Get us an ageless tile. And we can grow onto, hey, for some reason we didn't have this resource connected here. The AI does a really bad job of connecting its resources. It's pretty bad. We can just not assign that to the capital. Poor capital is going to lose all these resources. All right, now what else would I want to purchase here? I could do the monument altar combo. They're going to obsolete, but I mean, it might be worthwhile just doing that anyway, even though they're going to obsolete, just because why not? That is if the era doesn't just come to a close here anyway. Because we're at 99% right now. If I was going to do them, though, I think I'd do them in Scout Town first. Altar and Monument. Can we... Are all these tiles already improved? Well, this desert tile isn't. This desert tile kind of has a terrible yield, so we'll do that. And I guess we can't afford the altar. Okay, we'll put the altar down next turn. Just slowly killing your city, Izzy. Okay. She agreed to peace. Okay, go away. Now we can carry some of this influence into the next era, so I don't need to spend it on nothing. Anyway, I expect the era to end any moment now because we're at the 99%. But we will get at least one more turn. Hopefully Xerxes will not drop a city right there. Alright, we hit 100%, so that'll be the end of the era. Just get this altar to complete a quarter. Of course, it's going to obsolete in the next era. But whatever. But, like, one thing that'll happen is it will obsolete, but, like, the tile will still produce yields in the next era. It still will produce happiness and influence, even if it'll lose some of its value. We also should get a little bit more in terms of settlement limit. Okay, so yeah, you can just come back here. I will say Ravenna is definitely a future target for expansion. But Bactria and Haran will be the initial ones. All right, well, it says 100%, so this should be the end of the era. Let's just get a quick look. Let's get a quick look at our yields here at the end of the era. Okay, so obviously income is where we're doing the best because we have 1 billion towns. But, you know, we've actually done reasonably well when it comes to science and culture. We actually are outpacing all the AIs on science, which is just incredible, given the situation that we're in. We do have 11 settlements. No one else has more than 6. Did Xerxes put another one down? He must have put one down. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He must have another. He has another settlement. Oh, no, because he got this one. He got this one, Ostia. I'm hoping that this little thing is not going to drop on a city on the final turn here. I guess we'll find out, because he can if he wants to. I have no idea. Like, the AI likes to settle the worst spots. I was going to say the worst spots. That's not as bad as it could be, but then that's another city I have to deal with in the next era if he settles there. Okay, nah, he's just spinning his wheels, thankfully. Wait, what? I thought that was going to be the last turn. We're at 100%. I thought that was going to be the last turn. All right, I'll save some of this money to carry it over into the next era. We did get another army commander, so that's cool. Yeah, we did get another army commander. Got like a second little army forming here. Okay, I'll just let this... Again, I'm just going to let this save. I don't understand why the era isn't over. We're at 100%. I guess we're at like 99.7% and it rounded up to 100. Seems a little odd, but okay. Okay, I guess we had one more turn. Alrighty, well, Antiquity Age came to a close.
Whatever mysteries the world contained, the scribes of Carthage captured them all. The empire did not last. Its wisdom would.
The empire did not last, its wisdom would. Okay, sure. Well, we certainly ended up with a very maritime focus. I didn't think we would end up with that much of a maritime focus, but the only reason we were able to take those cities off Xerxes was having those quinqueremes that were firing away, and that would not have been possible in any way otherwise. Okay, so we actually did score quite a few legacy points here. We probably should have built one more wonder at some point. I thought I was going to get the Colossus. I didn't think the AI was going to take that. They actually do build the wonders pretty well here on Immortal. This is higher difficulty than some of the other games, but like we hit Great Library, we hit Silk Roads with one city, which is hilarious. And then this one we hit by taking territory from Xerxes. So yeah, we did pretty well with that overall. We're definitely leading in this category, and so that means we get... Well, this doesn't actually tell the story. What do we get? We have 3 science points, 1 culture, 3 military, 3 gold. Okay. How do we move on? We also apparently got some extra XP in the metagame progression towards Augustus. 15% production towards constructing buildings and wonders with great work slots. What is that? I don't even know what this means. Cultural attribute node. Savvy Sovereign, a customizable title. I don't even know what this means, honestly. All right, well, let's start the transition. All right, so here's our choices on which ones. So this one's brand new, Bulgaria. It just dropped in the patch that came out this past week as this is being recorded. Receive food to all I actually did think about them too. Receive food to all towns when pillaging improvements equal to 50% of the yield or HP gained. So we could actually give a tremendous amount of food to all of our towns, but I don't know that that really is that great because would they still grow? Like would they still grow even if they've been specialized with a focus? I don't even know if that would work or not. And then this is kind of interesting too. The Hidden Fortress. It's a unique tile improvement that you can put that gives production. It's currently the only unique tile improvement in the game that gives production, which is kind of cool. But I wasn't planning on picking them. Chola, they have a lot of stuff that's trade route focused, I believe. Plus one trade route from the improved. So we could have multiple trade routes if we wanted to. Unique naval unit, I mean, we could keep the naval theme here. They have a unique quarter as well, which gives extra land route and naval trade route range. Extra production towards naval units. This would be kind of similar to playing as Carthage. And then this is the Majapahit. I think that this is Indonesian based. I could be originally. All cities except the capital receive +1 specialist limit. It's like, well, that's not going to be great for what we're playing here. Not great for what we're playing in this game. A unique naval unit, unique missionary. Their unique quarter is you receive a relic when completed. Okay. I mean, like, nothing here is bad, but it's just not a fit for what we're running in this game. Wow, we actually qualified for almost... Oh, no, never mind. We didn't qualify for... I forgot. The ones at the bottom with the lock we do not have. Ming, China. So this one actually is not a terrible fit for us. Plus 50% science in the capital. Minus 15% science for each social policy, but not tradition. And then they have this Great Wall, which is a buildable unique tile, which we could put on any rural tile. Also have a unique merchant and an infantry unit that has extra combat strength. Now, the main reason I don't want to play them is I just played them in my offline game. They're not really that great overall, but they're a better fit for this game. Okay, Normans. Land units receive +1 movement when embarked. Land units adjacent to coast receive +5 combat strength. Not terrible either for our setup here. They have a unique cav unit that gets extra combat strength. And a unique settler that receives medieval walls. Okay, that's... Okay. Donjon unique quarter receives a free chevalier units. So basically like a knight unit when completed. Also has culture and happiness. And Spain. This is the one where you get stuff. Plus 15% gold towards converting a town to a city. It's like, again, well, that's not really a good fit for us. We're not going to be converting towns into cities. Torcio has a higher combat strength, extra strength against cavalry units. And this is one of the civs that has a great person, can only be trained in cities with a wharf. Each conquistador has a unique ability. Yeah, these are kind of silly. Let's see. +2 gold in this settlement for every settlement in distant lands. I'm not convinced I'm going to go plant a ton of settlements in distant lands, honestly. I think I'd rather focus on taking control of my own continent, but we'll see. And then has a unique district with culture and gold. Again, not terrible, but just not really a great fit. But what I'm looking for is, I wanted to go for this. I have not played as Mongolia. I would like to try playing as them. When you capture an opposing settlement, you gain the strongest cavalry unit you can currently train, minus 50% production towards training settlers. So it is more expensive to train settlers. Gain 1 point towards this is the military legacy path, for controlled settlements in the distant lands and conquered settlements in the homelands. This is a big difference from the default, is you get no legacy points for capturing anything in your own continent, which is really dumb and really, really stupid. They also have the unique unit, let's see, the Kashik or Kashig, just depends on how you anglicize a Mongolian word. Has +1 movement, that's kind of nice. Heals 15 HP after defeating an enemy unit. Pretty nice stuff. Unique army commitment, plus 50% flanking to cav units. And then this is a unique tile improvement as well that grants extra gold, which is pretty nice for us because we want gold. We're all about generating gold so we can cash rush things in towns. It's just a pretty good fit for us. Cannot be placed on a rough river or tile with a feature. This is mostly probably going to go on resource tiles or rural improvements. I wanted to play with them. I looked ahead of time before playing today, and I thought Mongolia would be the best fit for what I was trying to do here. But the main reason why I want them is they have a ton of plus settlement limits, which just lets me control more towns. Because I can't make cities in this variant, I kind of just need to offset that by being really, really big.
Common story, one of horses, valor, and endless ambition. The Mongols ride forth.
Okay, I figured I'd let that go. But like because I can't build cities, I kind of have to offset that by being bigger than everybody else, and this lets me do that. Change it to Mongolia now on the interface. So that's how I offset it, is just by being much bigger than anybody else. And they'll let me get over the settlement cap to a greater degree than anyone else, because I think they have +4 settlement limit in their unique civics tree, if I remember correctly. That's like the biggest reason why you play them, is they just let you get over the settlement cap better than anyone else. But they don't really have much in the way of econ benefits. It's just, yeah, you can go out and smack people faster. Alrighty, so let me show you that in the civics tree. So you have, of course, the standard exploration civics tree, but then here's the Mongol one. All right, the first one is base yield +5 gold, +4 happiness in settlements not founded by you for each resource. That's pretty nice. It's a lot of happiness there, too. Here's +1 settlement limits. Captured towns do not cost double to convert. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about that. But +1 settlement limit. Here's another +1 settlement limit. Here's another +1 settlement limit. And then another +1. So they have 4 +1 settlement limits in their culture tree. That's really, really nice. Very, very strong. +4 gold in settlements you did not found for their unique tile improvement. So that could be worth up to 9 gold every time you put it down. That's a lot of stuff. Alrighty. So first of all, we got to do all of the legacy stuff, right? Can't help but notice our science fell down pretty badly on the era transition. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to think about what our Golden Age policy is going to be, if we even want one. So one of them is gain an infantry unit in every settlement you conquered last age. That sounds terrible. No, we don't want that. We can also do the... wait. I guess we can't even pick the Silk Road's Golden Age because we only have one city. That's the one that allows you to keep all your... tile units. We could also do this. Academies become Golden Age academies, retain their base yields, adjacency bonus, and effects. Well, we have exactly one academy, so that doesn't seem very useful to me either. We could also get +1 science for every codex, but we could also just take 3 scientific attribute points, and that seems way better. We could also change our capital if we wanted to, but come on, we're not doing that. Staying with it's the Eternal City. Anyway, with this, we're 100% taking. Fealty is really good. +2 settlement limit, done. That's by far the best thing we can get here, because we just want to increase that settlement limit. We can also take either a militaristic or an expansionist attribute point. Now, here's another one of the big flaws with Civ7's interface. Here on the legacy screen, you're picking attribute points. So you would probably think there should be a button right here that says, look at the attribute tree. But no, if we want to see what our options are, we have to first click View Map, then we have to click this, then we have to click this. So it's 3 clicks just to see what these are. Anyway, we can take a militaristic point or we can take an expansionist point. Now, the expansionist points are quite good. There's a lot of stuff we like in here, like extra growth rate in cities. This is nice too. All the specialist stuff is really good. But we can also just take +1 settlement limit. So I think I'm going to grab that and just take another +1 settlement limit right here. After that, though, there's really not much I want in military after this. Like, this is great, but after this, I don't really need anything else in the military tree. But -1 gold maintenance for units is nice, but that's about it. I don't really need any of this other stuff. It's all, like, nice to have. But so we'll take this point in militaristic, and we'll get another settlement limit. So now I get to go close all those windows, go back here, And now take the militaristic point. Okay. Next up, we can take a diplomatic or a cultural one. My memory is the diplomatic tree is terrible, so I think we're going to take the cultural point. But once again, let's go back into this. You have to do this over and over again. Yeah, the diplomatic one is, let's see, well, +1 happiness per age on city halls. This would give us +1 happiness on every city hall, which we have a lot of, by the way. And it's per age, so that would be +2 happiness per settlement. I actually might take this. And then I don't really need anything else in the tree after that. But I actually think I kind of want this. What's cultural? Cultural is plus... Okay, this would give me more culture if I... But this gets me to the cultural tree faster. I don't know. I believe towns do have city halls. That's a good question. I think they do. I believe they do. Yes, they do. So we can get +1 happiness or +1 culture. We probably do need to get through the civics tree faster. So we probably want the culture. Honestly, we probably do want the culture more. So we'll take the culture. All right. Now for gold. We can get +5 gold for every trade. Wow, that's terrible. Or we can just take economic attribute points. Let's just take the econ attribute points. Oh, apparently we can only take 2 of them. Well, that sucks. Why can't I just take a third one? I don't even want this. This is only 5 gold per turn. I'd rather have 2 economic attribute points and just waste one. Unfortunately. I think I'd literally rather just have more points in this. Yeah, because we can get the extra gold. I don't think we need more resource capacity. That's not an issue. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to do both of these. Yeah, I mean, 5 gold per turn is just, like, what is the point of even taking that? All right. Yeah, we could just take this. We definitely want the gold purchase. And then we'll have to think about if we want to do resource importing. Probably. Well, we actually do a lot of masteries, too. I don't know. I think I'll just take... I mean, I really want to get 3 points and just take all 3 of these. Alrighty. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's right. I think we just take the 2 economic attribute points. Okay. Then we have for science. So, for science... Again, I'd like to get this. What is my academy doing, just out of curiosity? I can't remember what the yields were for the academy in the previous era. We could turn on the yields again, and then the hex grid. Where's my academy? Well, I can't even see what it's doing because it's obsolete. I think it's up here. Yeah, I can't even see what it's doing because it's obsolete now. That would be nice to know. How about the scientific attribute tree? Let's see. So we've got 1 point. Now, we actually really do need points in science because science is our biggest weakness. So we really want this. Science on each quarter. That's extremely strong. The +2 science on specialists if you have 3 or fewer cities is really good too. But we want that. We want this. We want that. We want everything in the scientific tree. So we just need to get as many points in this as we can. Yeah, we really need points in the scientific tree badly. So once again, I think it's... I would like to just take 3 points in this, but I can't. Well, actually, I can. I can put my wildcard point in that. So once again, I think we're going to have to waste most of the benefit here. So... Can I'd really like to use my wildcard point here, but I guess I can't do that. So, okay. Let's undo that. How do I undo this? How do I undo this? Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Well, okay, I guess that is what I wanted. No, it's not. I wanted the codec. Okay, whatever. Can we undo this? Okay, there we go. Whew, okay, click again. I thought it was right click, but that actually cancels out of the screen. So this, and then the extra scientific attribute point. That works for me. And we still have an extra economic one, but it won't let me take this. It won't let me put 3 points in that. So, okay, whatever. Okay, so we'll do that. And now we just end up wasting an economic attribute point because it won't let me spend it. Because I don't want this. 5 gold for 1 trade route is garbage. I mean, I had more trade routes than that, but they ended when I started the wars. So, whatever. Gold is one thing I don't have a lack of. I've got lots of gold. Yes, I'm aware it won't let me spend it. So let's go ahead and spend our 7 attribute points. Starting with the 1 cultural one. Econ, we 100% need this. And then it was unclear exactly what else I was going to go for. It was either to go for this, +1 gold. This is if I'm going to do a lot with trade routes. I guess I should because I already put a point in this. I guess we'll just have to make sure that we do some trade routes because otherwise we're wasting this. Military, settlement limit, then scientific. We just want all this stuff. We want the building. We definitely want this. I'd like to work around this. So we'll come back for the quarter one later on. We want this. This is worth a lot to start out. And then we want the specialist one. We'll definitely be able to get another scientist point here. That's worth a lot because we're going to have a lot of specialists in Carthage. So we want to grab this, and then we also want to grab this. And the tech masteries you saw, we do end up researching a lot of tech masteries too. My opinion is the scientific one is probably the best of the trees. The expansionist one has a lot of good stuff in it too. The diplomatic one is pretty bad. The economic one is pretty decent too. Okay. So anyway, that'll definitely help us. Yeah, our yields climbed significantly with those various points, like significantly. All right. So in terms of research, it's still going to take us a while. I'm used to starting this era with like 150 to 200 science. I only have 87 science. So I'm starting out like back by where the AI is in this era. But on the plus side, we did manage to get up to 11 out of 11 on settlement limit. So that's good. So now we have plenty of happiness. We don't have to worry about happiness as much. Yeah, as usual, science, growth, economy, military. Yeah, I think that's right. Something like that. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of our military. We lost all our ships, by the way. Ships do not survive the era transition. We got one ship. We should have a cog somewhere. Where's our cog? You always get one cog to start the next era. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is, over here. Way down here. At least we did get a decent amount of gold. I'll cash by Russia a cog or two to send them out. We also need to reassign all of our towns need to be reassigned to whatever their focus was. So like this is a fishing town. Anyway, and you have to reassign all your resources. Yeah. I love doing the era transit. What happened to all of our resource slots? Yeah. So much for all our resource slots. Lost a lot of them, didn't we? It's too bad. Alright, so what do we want to put in the capital? Definitely the percentage culture. Lots of applesauce. Towards training units, definitely not. Extra food. Oh, we got our billion jade resources. Extra happiness. We're good on happiness for right now. Missionaries and temples, maybe later, not right now. Okay, I think it's the gypsum gets the highest priority. Because that gets us a little more production. I don't know that we really need the food, but I don't think I need the extra happiness even less. Maybe the gold? No, that's silly. We can do better than that. Production towards training units. Well, I'm not training units right now. I guess it's the food out of these options. Even though I don't love that either. Because it only gives +3 food, but better than nothing. At least we get bonuses from having unassigned resources. Okay, so what is this? Extra production. I mean, we know that production doesn't just get... We can kind of put the production in any of these. Okay, they all give food and production. So, the only thing that matters is we're like trying to... I don't think it really matters where I put any of these. Because they're all just going to convert into extra gold. Okay, so now we assigned our resources. In terms of what we research, so this gives us more food. That's a low priority. This gives us an observatory. This one gives us production, so I think it's this one. And this is an ageless building too, right? Yeah, this gives us 2 ageless buildings, so I think that's pretty good here. We will need to get our science up, but again, we can only build the observatory in our capital. We can't build it in any of the other cities. That's kind of a problem. This gives us 2 ageless buildings though, so we can start cash rushing these. So I think the sawmill is definitely the way to start out. Anyway, and in terms of what we should, you pretty much always have to start with piety, because otherwise all the religions get taken. And if we're going to do anything with religion, we kind of have to go for that first. All right, so in terms of policies, I mean, I don't think either of these do much to start for us. The only policies that are here to start the age are the ones that are our unique ones. So they're called traditions, our unique policies from the previous one. I guess it's this. We don't really have naval units just yet. We have like 1 naval unit. So if we rush by stuff on the coast, we can get a benefit from that. Something like that. I guess that's as good. Those policies don't really do much for us. Anyway, let's dial her up and see if we can get the cultural exchange going. Hopefully she has some influence. She supported it. Haha. Excellent. That's what we want. I'll save the influence. We might be able to find some independent powers, or i.e. city-states, to befriend. Xerxes still hates us, but not as much as he used to hate us. Not as much. Okay, she built that in the last era. We found that natural wonder in the last era. So let's knock this out, then we can see about the Mongolian civics tree. In terms of specialization, this town is, like, this is going to definitely be the fishing town. Now, this is disappointing. The urban center does not, its yields did not increase. I kind of thought that the yields would go up. See how it still says just +1 culture? Everything else increased. Like the fishing town was +1. Now it's +2. The mining town was +1. Now it's +2. Now there's a religious site option and a hub. Now the hub town, actually, we probably should do a hub town somewhere. This one is going to be a fishing town, though. We know that. Because Farvella's only purpose is to send food back to Eternal City. Hub town. Do we have any town that's like super connected? I think that here, Xerxes might actually be a good one because it's connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places. And it's not like there's any tiles we really need to grow onto here. It's already a pretty big size. Like, what else would we turn it into? I guess urban center, I guess, but like that wouldn't really do much. I think we actually should turn it into the hub town. I think that actually, well, yeah, I think that would actually help. Too bad there's no city for it to send its connected city for it to send its food to. Yeah, can't send it back to the capital. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So that gets us a lot of influence, like a lot of influence. So we can definitely be trying to do stuff with this. Could try to reconciliate if we wanted to. We'll see. I will have the influence to spare, but it's not bad to save up some of this and just befriend some of the city-states as we go out there. Xerxes, I'm not even going to bother to try to make friends with that guy. Okay, so I updated that one. And then these are still just going to stay with Urban Center, because that's their goal is just... I think most of my towns are going to be urban centers. Although I guess you could make the case... Hold on, let me stop here for a second. I guess you could make the case that since Mott's Applesauce actually is connected to Eternal City, that these should both be... you can make the case these should both be fishing towns, because they actually will send food, whereas none of the others will send food. So that might actually be... Yeah, I probably should have changed. I probably should have them both be... well, too late for that now. I guess it's stuck as this. Probably should have them be focused on food generation, because they're the ones that actually can send food. Should have thought about that in the previous era. Oh well. Because like I can turn Peninsula of Power into a urban center, no problem. But Mott's Applesauce will actually generate food that'll go to the capital. I don't think it makes a huge difference either way, but it would definitely help. Yeah, see, there's our 152 food per turn. Not that it causes the capital to grow that fast. Still takes 22 turns to grow another citizen, because it takes forever. Oh, did I get a chance to swap my mementos? I thought you got a chance to swap your mementos at the start of each era. Did I forget to do that? Because I wanted to change my mementos. I thought you got a chance to do that at the start of each new era. Oh, well. Anyway, you were a trade outpost. I'm okay with doing that again here. And Scout Town, I think we were going to have you be an urban center. And I haven't decided on these other ones yet. I don't even think I made a decision on what I was going to do at Pink Dot yet. Anyway, I think there was a chance. I think there is an opportunity to switch your mementos, but I obviously missed that. Unless that's like somewhere on the screen here, but I think it's too late now. Anyway, well, it's fine. But I did want to change my mementos. I guess I think, oh, you know where it was? I think it was on the screen where we picked our, I think it was on the screen where we picked our leader, our civilization. I think that was the time to do it. I think that was the time to do it. Oh, well. Too late now. Well, we're definitely going to build this stonecutter and bazaar because they're super cheap. And now all our buildings have obsoleted, so except the ones that are ageless. But so we're not going to look to overbuild just yet because, like, look, I'm still getting yields from these tiles, and I have tiles to build on, so I might as well build on the empty tiles first. Just want to see where the bazaar has like the best yields to put this down. So like we could overbuild this overbuild the barracks for 9 gold if we wanted to, but we could also just build on this tile that's unused for 7. Like that feels better to me. So we'll just build on this, both of them on this tile, and we can put them together. Oh wait, no, we don't want to put them together because one of them's ageless and the other one isn't. Whoops. I'm making a couple mistakes here, aren't I? Wanted to pair up the ageless, keep the ageless buildings together. Because like this tile still is ageless, and any quarter benefit we get per quarter is still going to go here. Oh well, that's okay. That is okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Okay, well, I actually might go back and replay the era transition off screen because I think I made a few mistakes in terms of what I wanted to do. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe not, though. I'm not sure I care enough to go back and replay it. Let's save it here. And now we've got our new start to the age. Probably want to rush by 1 or 2 more of these cogs so they can get out on the map and start exploring what's overseas. And then that'll give us a better idea of what we want to do. I need to complete these buildings at Eternal City and then start spamming some more military because I don't have a whole lot over here to deal with Xerxes, and I'm going to need something to deal with him. But anyway, this is our stopping point for this week. We'll pick up here next time. It certainly is an interesting game. I'm kind of surprised I was able to get those 3 cities off Xerxes. I'm not sure I really deserved to get those 3 cities, but I did. So, yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys next time for some more Civ 7 fun. Yay! Until then, have a good one, folks. Take care. See you then.